Alrighty, welcome back everybody. Captain Kuba here. Let me get my chat set up on my phone because right now I'm using my laptop, so I can't have the chat displayed properly. But anyway, YouTube. Oh yeah, because I got YouTube Premium. Okay, my channel. I'll deal with that later. Anyway, welcome back everybody. First of all, this is the 80,000 subscriber special. Thank you guys so much for getting me to 80,000 subs. Give me a sec. Let me just.
Everybody, first of all,
I knew it.
this is the 80,000.
Shut up, Cuba. Anyway, so yeah, this is the 80,000 subscriber special. I didn't really know what I was gonna do for this milestone, and then my girlfriend suggested a while back, like, hey, you should react to all of your crappy videos. First of all, because she really likes them. She really likes to make fun of all of my older videos. So I went through YouTube and I through my channel and I looked up what I consider to be the worst videos. And I got a list here for us to watch. We can watch them all if you guys want to. I really don't know how long you guys want to be doing this for. But honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to everyone who has subbed to me. Like, honestly, I'm scared of showing you guys these videos because it might make you realize, Jesus, how did people even sub to this guy? Because my videos are bad, okay? They were bad. I mean, they're pretty okay now. They're somewhat good now. But holy crap, my videos were really bad. Thank you so much for subbing to me and for putting your God of War trust in me. I want to say that I've gotten a lot better, but I've had some really bad videos. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, I don't know what your name is. Is it just Dot? It's just congrats on 80K. Well, thank you, whoever you are. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. Why are you wearing the cat headphones? Oh, yeah, I forgot. These are my headphones. I can take... Now, you know what? I'm going to keep the cat things on. I'm going to keep them on. They're cute. I can always take away the cat ears. Should I take the cat ears? Nah, it's okay. We'll leave them. Say hi to me, Cuba. Oh, sorry, dude. Nightbot. Don't use caps. Grish, don't use them. The Zeus one was bad. And which Zeus one? Oh, my God. I have so many bad ones. Let's see. We got how Kratos got to Midgard. Who is the eagle? Why are the giants dead? That one is kinda meh, and I'll explain why if you guys want to watch it again. It's one of my most viewed videos, but it's not that good. Odin kills Kratos before Ragnarok. Who blew the horn? Zeus returns in Ragnarok. Boar's true identity. Subscriber theory. Red orbs. Oh my God, that's bad. Sigmund and Gunther. Distorted solar system. Hellwalker origins. Minotaurs built their temple. I mean, the name is ridiculous in and of itself. Like, just the name is stupid. Tres throws Spartan Spear. That's more of a cringy video. I just finished God of War and top 10 Uncharted moments. That's not really a God of War video, obviously. But I think I want to say that this was my first edited video in which I used my voice, and it doesn't have a lot of views, and I'm glad. But today, all the dirty rags are coming out because this is my worst edited video, I should say. It's the content itself is not that it's that bad, but the way I edit the video is really bad. Also, I forgot to thank all of my members. I gave thanks to all who subscribed, but thank you so much to all of my members. You guys are the reason I can still do YouTube. Because yeah, I mainly get paid. I mainly get paid through ads on YouTube, but my members also have my back always monthly. You know, by donating to the channel. So thank you so much for that, guys. Did you guys get your AC fixed? We did, but funny enough, the lid fell off. So I actually we sent out a work order, and we're waiting for the guy to come back again. I actually have another scene on OBS that I did it just in case the guy comes while I'm streaming. So here it is. I'm just gonna show you guys. So yeah, I don't know if you guys actually get the reference. I don't know if you guys actually get the reference of the picture, but that's I'm not gonna tell you. It's a little Easter egg if you guys are fans of Community. Anyway, we need more cooking shows. I guess you guys really like that. But anyway, with that said, let's begin. Which video should I tackle first? I can tell you which one I think it's the worst one, and then we'll take it from there if you guys want to. Alright, so what is the worst video in my opinion? I think I mean, it's either the distorted solar system or who's the eagle. Zeus returns in Ragnarok? Alright, okay, I guess we'll go with Zeus returns in Ragnarok. And I don't think that's too bad, but I'll explain why it's bad. Okay. Captain Kuba. Zeus. Alright, here we go. Let me know if the audio's okay.
Alright, so about a month ago, I uploaded a video showing you guys an interesting mural in outline, depicting some of the...
Wait, what's up with this?
Taking part in the mayhem that's Ragnarok.
Hold on. Why is it weird like this? There we go, okay.
To summarize, we have the giants on the right side attacking the gods on the left side. Gods like Thor, Heimdall, Odin, and Freya, with the addition of a mysterious bird.
It's low? Is it low? And as always, there's only one guy who complains about the video being low. I hate that so much. Alright.
But in the video I said
it should be okay now.
So leave a comment below with your theories as to who this bird could possibly be, because I honestly don't have a clue. Moments like this is why I love the God of War community. A few hours after
I gotta say, this one is not as cringy as I thought it would be. Like, I mean, it's not as good as today's video, but this one is not too cringy because it's not one of the older ones. You are muted? What do you mean I'm muted? What do you mean I'm muted? Are you kidding me now? Hello, I'm not muted. I can see my audio going up right there. Is the video? The video has. I'm getting a feedback. What the hell? I'm just gonna start it over, okay? Is the audio okay? You can't hear me? Guys, are you sure you're not the ones who have it mute? You're not muted. Everything is great now. Okay. One fucking troll, man. Okay, let's just go now. Let's start over.
About a month ago, I uploaded a video showing you guys an interesting mural in outline, depicting some of the important characters that will be taking part in the mayhem that's Ragnarok. To summarize, we have the giants on the right side attacking the gods on the left side. Gods like Thor, Heimdall, Odin, and Freya, with the addition of a mysterious bird, will be kicking Jotun's butt.
Oh my god, I'm getting people still saying that the audio is low. Guys, turn up the audio on your computer as well. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up a lot more.
In the video I said the following, so leave a comment below with your theories as to who this bird could possibly be, because I honestly don't have a clue. Moments like this is why I love the God of War community. A few hours after posting the video, I got the following comment from Yusuf A. I think the bird is the resurrection form of Zeus.
Oh, I remember now. Okay, I remember his second name is I, and then I went with the A. That's not too bad of a joke, okay? That's not bad.
As a necromancer, think of Ares, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades returning as bosses, making us fight them again. I don't know why it didn't occur to me to think of the eagle.
Oh my god, look, I didn't even smooth out the surface of the thing. Like, I got a PNG on Photoshop. Jesus, Kuba.
After all, the comments I get the most on who is my eagle video is people making the connection with Zeus, which is understandable because Zeus is known to turn into an eagle multiple times. I've given my reasons why I think fans are mistaken here. My biggest objection is that Zeus was one of Kratos' worst enemies. These two guys hated each other with a passion, as shown with this epic punch. So if they hated each other so much, why didn't the eagle attack him right
No, I said
there?
PNG in
Not only
Photoshop.
is the eagle neutral to Kratos being in Helheim, he actually helps us get out of the realm. It's something I don't have the footage of, but while you're on the flying boat, look back and you'll see the Helheim bird flapping its wings to give Kratos and Atreus the necessary air to reach.
This one's not that bad. I mean, like,
why go to Zeus before theorizing about other Norse mythology birds? It's true Santa Monica takes liberties with the characters they borrow from mythologies. This bird might in fact be one of the many birds in Norse mythology, whose names I dare not pronounce. But we have to be honest with ourselves and realize that none of these birds participates in Ragnarok. So why do I think Yusuf's theory might become a reality? Yusuf is correct in mentioning Odin's necromancy powers. Although he was born on the Aesir team of gods who enjoy battle and bloodshed...
I'll be honest with you guys, this one I'm not finding too cringy. It sounds very... it sounds legit. There is one problem with theory. The theory itself is wrong, and I'll explain why. We can skip this, because I thought it would be cringy, but it's not. It's not that bad in my opinion. The theory says that... Because, okay... People say that when in the mural of Alfheim, the bird could be Freya, but it can't be because Freya is also depicted as you can see her right here. The eagle is somewhere up here, so it can't be Freya. So my conclusion is it's Zeus, because that's the only character in the God of War universe that's able to turn into a bird. But the thing is, we see a mural depicting an event that takes place before Ragnarok, and it also shows the eagle. And that doesn't make any sense, because why would Zeus be fighting in the Norse pantheon? It just doesn't make any sense. So that's the main reason the theory falls apart. So the video itself is not that cringy, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna delete it. Alright, so you guys are gonna watch what? Who's the eagle? Fuck. I really don't want that. It's Odin. No, it can't be Odin, because Odin is depicted in the mural as well. Who is... I really don't want to watch this. Oh, look at that. It's first. It's freaking first. I can't believe it's got 1 million views. Like, I hate that so much that 2 of my worst videos are the most viewed ones. This one, and I'll talk about the other one.
For a small interview he had...
Ah, my God, my voice. You're about to be exposed to the worst pronunciation of Norse names in history. In the history of speaking, okay. It's got a cool intro. I'm not... Okay. That was cool. That you've been warned, and as I say, like... That was not bad. Oh, I actually did it earlier. Okay,
so, God of War has a lot of interesting characters. We got a talking head, a germaphobe dwarf, and a gargling snake. But there is one character that's straight up mysterious. One that we know basically nothing of. The eagle. But don't fret, my friends, because I have a theory that links Kratos' journey from Olympus to Midgard with this mysterious eagle.
It's not funny. It's not even funny. This is back when I was trying to be funny in my videos, and I'm just not a funny guy. This is so cringy.
Okay, let me stop being cocky and give credit where credit is due.
What's up, old Kuba?
First, I did not come up with the original theory. A channel called Mythology and Fiction Explained did. But I thought his evidence was a little weak.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe I said that about the channel. The channel is great. Mythology and Fiction Explained. The channel is great. And here I am saying that my theory is more plausible. I'm insane. This theory sounds like I was high on something.
To a channel called Yegad Review for a small interview he had with Corey Balrog, where he revealed something important about the eagle. Both of their links will be in the description below.
I know, my voice is annoying.
Plato's synthesizing Parmenides and Heraclitus'
What?
philosophies. I have to synthesize. Both of their links will be in the description below. Now, much like Plato's synthesizing Parmenides and Heraclitus' philosophies.
I mean, it's right. Like, Plato did synthesize. Why did I say that? I guess I just wanted to be funny.
I have to synthesize both of these channels' information for a complete theory. Now, we have to keep in mind that the God of War games are loosely based on the mythologies they are borrowing from. So the developers usually look for characters that are somewhat mysterious and ambiguous to better fit the story. For example, Kratos is linked to the Norse character named Farbuti, whose conception came about by looking at fire. It doesn't get more ambiguous than that. But back to the theory. I naturally typed Norse mythology eagles, and some of them
amazing research.
There's the one that sits at the top of the Yggdrasil, there's Thiazi, who almost kidnapped Loki, and lastly there's an eagle that blows a horn before Ragnarok begins.
Ah! I forgot about that!
And some of them came up. There's the one that sits at the top of the Yggdrasil, there's Thiazi, who almost kidnapped Loki, and lastly there's an eagle that blows a horn before Ragnarok begins.
Oh my God!
None of these fit the bill, but there is one that does. Hair of Leaser.
Nazi? No, I said Thiazi. It's Norse names. You'll have to excuse me. Like, Norse names are real. Look at this thing. How do you even pronounce that? Hasdrelberg. I can't pronounce that. Oh my God.
There's nothing known about this eagle aside from 3 facts, and they all help my theory.
Sure they do.
Fact number 1. The eagle has the power to control the winds of the earth, and when you do get close to it, you can see the air around it suddenly get more agitated. So that could be it. But
Cuba is ruling 2021
this
Cuba.
Piece of evidence is a little weak. Fact number 2. The eagle is a giant in disguise, and this one's kind of funny because it's a giant eagle. It might also explain why it didn't attack us, since our heroes are in the business of kicking Aesir butt, and the giants
I can't do this.
for nearly exterminating them. And fact number 3. The eagle's name can be translated as corpse swallower. And this is the point I want to build my theory on. But let's put a pin on that for a
Oh
second.
my god.
So during the interview with Corey, he was asked if he would have done something different in the game. He talked about the difficulty of the fight against the Valkyrie Sigrun and proceeded
Watch
to
this
mention
theory be true.
I had to get rid of several bosses. Now, he didn't even give any examples of them. Or did he? Right after he said, I had to get rid of some bosses, he brought up the eagle as if it were a boss. I believe it was, so here's my theory. The eagle was going to be the first boss battle of the game, but it was replaced with Baldur. But why do I think it makes sense for Blizzard to be part of the story? Well, when the new God of War game was announced, the biggest mystery that kept us busy was, how did Kratos manage to get to Midgard? Many theories have been proposed. Mine was about Atreus number 2.
This is what's bad about this video, okay? That I had the information to actually make a video explaining how Kratos got to Midgard. The novel was out when I made this video. I just wasn't aware of it. Because back then I was just making videos. I didn't really realize that, hey, I could read the novel and get some more information. The novel explains how Kratos got to Midgard vaguely. But this theory is something else.
The other Spartan, if you remember that. Some other people said that Kratos simply got on a boat and left Olympus behind. Also, after the game came out, people said that Tyr brought him there. But all of these seem a little weak and without evidence. Now, why do I think that the eagle brought him there? Well, remember how his name can be translated to corpse swallower? If you played God of War 3, you would remember the weird ending where Kratos killed himself. Nothing has been said about this. It is still a mystery how Kratos survived. My theory is that since this is a corpse swallower, it might have sensed a great calamity in one of the other mythologies, and found Kratos to be responsible for the destruction of the gods.
How? How do you come to that conclusion, though? Just because his name is Corpse Swallower, I was high on something.
So he took the corpse in hopes of reviving him.
It's only 3 minutes in.
Fight against the
what else am I gonna talk about? It's 3 minutes in. Like I've been saying nothing.
Gods. Whoa! Hold the phone, Captain Kuba. You're basing your theory on the fact that Kratos is a corpse and the eagle is called a corpse swallower. That's as weak as saying Jesus is based on the character Odysseus because they both stepped in a boat. And you're right, it is weak. But may I ask you something? On top of what did
Kratos guy?
He died on top of an...
That's my proof. He died on top of an eagle. It's a phoenix, actually. But okay, all right, let me go back a little bit so you guys can watch that part.
Die. He died on top of an engraved eagle. Now I know that Stig Asmussen did not intend the eagle to be Herbolísr. He probably meant it as a phoenix, which means rebirth in Greek mythology. But
Okay,
from
God,
the
I
other
said
side
that.
of the coin, the Norse mythology side, this could have been used by Corey as Herbolísr, and it's perfect because not much is known about this character. What if the eagle is part of a much larger picture? What if there's an engraved eagle in every
It's
other
a helipad.
mythology? In the Egyptian, the Japanese...
I know I say that there's an eagle engraved in every pantheon, and it serves as a helipad. I know it's coming, and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I know I'm gonna say it. It's a helipad, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever said in a video. I think it's up there definitely.
The Mayan, and so on. Maybe the engraved eagle has the purpose of a helipad. Wherever there is one, the eagle stops by to check the balance.
Oh my God, the eagle is a taxi driver.
How could the eagle be a boss fight? I see two ways of this happening. Scenario number 1. The eagle brought Kratos' corpse back to Midgard. There it
Hey Jeffrey, what's up?
Kratos, being confused, started attacking it because as a Spartan, that's the only thing he knows how to do. But if you watch the interview, Corey mentioned something. He said it was going to be epic.
Oh, okay.
What's epic for you may not be for me. But hear me out. Scenario number 2 is that the eagle found Kratos' corpse. As he was taking him to Midgard, Kratos came back to life because he's immortal. Confused and afraid, he started attacking Herbolísr while in the air, much like Kratos fighting against Baldur on top of the dragon. Now I'm about to show you that what's cool for me, it's also cool for you. Imagine during the fight,
Stop shaking
Kratos
it.
punches the eagle
Stop.
in the eye and it drops him in the ocean. As he swims away, the eagle swoops down to grab him because
can't-
he's too valuable for the cause against the Aesir gods. All of this happens until you reach Midgard. Now you're saying, this is amazing. Why didn't this happen? This sounds like a traditional epic God of War first boss fight. Why didn't we get this? I think the answer can be found on
I hope
how
Corey
it
watches this.
impacted the gameplay. You see, the new God of War came with the Leviathan axe, a weapon that's completely different from the Blades of Chaos, and it would have needed a lengthy tutorial to teach the players all the new moves without throwing them into a boss fight. A tutorial like the one we got.
You broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across? Step aside.
This video is so long. Unnecessarily long. It's a helipad. I am gonna pass out.
Go.
Oh, why did I include this?
Also, if the eagle would have attacked Kratos in Greece, he wouldn't have any weapons because he had dropped the blades of exiles before dying. You may think he probably just picked them up and fought the eagle with him, and that's why he has them in Midgard. But hold on.
Oh god.
These are not the blades of exiles. These are the blades of chaos, the ones we lost in God of War 1. These blades have been lost for years. So what I'm trying to say is that from a gameplay perspective,
I hate you
it
guys.
wouldn't have made sense having Kratos fight an eagle
I hate you.
bare-fisted. There is also the other probability of why it was cut, and Kratos can summarize it with one small sentence.
Everything is different, boy.
You see, like it or not, this is no longer the God of War of the old days. The boss battles are not about giving Kratos a scenario to show off his Spartan moves. Every boss fight is justified by the story. Yes, it would have been cool to have the eagle sit along other...
I thought I said Negro there for a sec. What the hell? Okay. I said eagle, but it sounded weird.
Yes, it would have been cool to have the eagle sit along
No,
other
okay.
epic first bosses like the Hydra,
I'm like, was I racist by accident there?
the Colossus.
Kuba cancelled.
But instead, we got Kratos chopping down a tree, navigating a boat, and teaching his son how to shoot an arrow.
Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe it.
No, okay, look. I mean, if it did sound like that, don't get mad, okay? I do have an accent. I know that. And when I mean, now you did. Twitter about to go insane. Alright, let's keep going.
I got it.
Good.
Why am I
In a
showing
way,
all these
this
clips?
intro is...
Oh shit, my bad.
No, it's not. I wanted to fight a...
Oh god, what is that?
the Colossus, or Poseidon. But
My
instead,
bad.
we got Kratos chopping down a tree, navigating a boat, and teaching his son how to shoot an arrow.
Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in.
I got it.
Good.
In a way, this intro is epic too. But no, it's not. I wanted to fight a giant eagle. No,
It's
but
so bad.
seriously, the question of how Kratos got to Midgard has always puzzled me. None of the other theories seem to make much sense anymore. And I think this theory answers the question in a
Listen to
manner
me
that's
swallow it.
probable.
We need the trumpet back.
But I think don't matter. What do you guys think? Does this make sense?
No,
Should
it
we
doesn't.
start-
No, it doesn't. Because I could have read the novel, and the novel could have explained that he pretty much walked from Cuba, from what I say Cuba, from Greece to Scandinavia. Cuba using accent as an excuse for racism. Yeah, because the N word makes sense to be in the dialogue right there. And if you go back, it doesn't. For a second, it kind of sounded like it. There was a problem with the server. Okay. It was like no other theories are better than mine. I was so proud when I uploaded this video. You guys would not believe it. Okay, so the eagle thing is done. I can't believe I got through that. What else do you guys want to watch now? Which one? Kratos from Cuba confirmed, right? The trumpet. I'll bring the trumpet back. I gotta get the sound effect though. I'm gonna try that in my next video. Find a way to casually bring up Vinegar and ask, oh, did I just say? Funny thing, when I worked as a waiter, there was an older Italian lady that she had a thick accent, and she almost sounded like she said the N word when she said vinegar. I almost said it now because I was thinking about it. Anyway, so okay, Blades of Chaos. That's the first comment I read. Blades of Chaos. Where is it? Let me move my phone. Hold on. Where's the Blades of Chaos? Should be. Oh, it's right there. Never mind. Okay. Oh boy, this one's a doozy. Oh boy. Kaptain Kuba. Blades of Chaos. Tis never fear, the Kuba was the heart of the... Oh god, tis I never fear, I forgot that. I have so many Blades of Chaos. I think it's this one. Yeah, 2 years ago. It's only 2 years ago. Oh my god. The Uncharted one has to be the oldest. It really is. It's the first edited video I ever did. Here we go.
These are not the Blades of Exiles. These are the Blades of Chaos, the ones we lost in God of War 1. These blades have been lost for years. So I may have spoken ahead of time as to a theory I had in mind for the Blades of Chaos being in the Norse realm. Surprise, surprise, there isn't nothing in the game that gives us
What
a
was
clue
that?
as to how this happened.
What was that sound?
For it, my friends. Nothing in the game.
Oh, I think I know what happened. I messed up. I think I messed up in the script somehow, and I didn't want to fix it, so I hit it with a sound effect. So that's the you hear. Listen to it again.
Ones we lost in God of War 1. These blades have been lost for years. So I may have spoken ahead of time as to a theory I had in mind for the Blades of Chaos being in the Norse realm. Surprise, surprise, there isn't nothing in the game that gives us a clue.
I feel like I used the audio of the clip right there to hide it because I didn't want to re-edit, like recapture the dialogue, so I just hit it very poorly.
As to how this happened. Don't fret, my friends. If you know anything about my theory, is that I only need a little crack in the story for my crazy mind to squeeze in. So essentially, I have two small theories as to how this could have happened. The first theory is called the Greek mythology's ambiguous afterlife, and the second theory is called
I can't hear myself.
Atreus' fear of being left alone. But before that,
oh my god!
For those who didn't play the older games,
I don't want to watch this.
So that they get an idea.
I'm only 2 videos in. Squeeze.
So here we go. While Kratos lived in his own land, he ascended the ranks of the Spartan army to become its youngest general. Being pretty young and cocky, he
I can't hear myself. The audio is really bad.
Which outnumbered the Spartan army by the thousands. So before dying, he pledged allegiance to the god of war Ares, and in return, he seared the blades of chaos to his arm, to forever be a reminder of his allegiance. Now, the blades had 2 rules as to how the user could take them off. Number 1,
I literally can hear Kuba. It's not you. Okay, this Kuba or from the past Kuba. If you can't hear it from the past Kuba, it's because my editing was really bad back then. It's not the best now, but it's much better. But my audio levels were out of sync. Like my background music goes louder than my voice. It's a mess.
Free the servant from the blades whenever he pleased. And number 2, the maker had to die in order for the servant to be free. At the end of the game, at the end of the God of War 1, Ares takes Kratos into an illusion realm.
I can't watch this.
To protect his dead family from a bunch of Kratoses. Kratos?
Oh god.
I don't know. Comment below if you know the plural for Kratos.
And something I used to do bad is that I had this idea that I had to keep on reading the script like without stop. So I sound like I'm holding my breath. Oh, like I'm out of breath all the time. So sometimes you would hear and I didn't edit that out. I can't believe you guys subbed to me.
That Ares tricked Kratos once again. He couldn't even save his.
No, I didn't cut out that stuttering. No.
So he pulled the blades of chaos from his arm and killed his family with them. Then Kratos awoke in the real world without the blades. So he took the golden sword and killed Ares with it. In later games, Kratos had the blades of Athena and the blades of exiles. Nothing was known about the blades of chaos until.
There's no audio transition. There's not. It's bad.
I mean, what? What's going on? How did they get here? Okay, so let's do it.
Okay, so let's do it. What did I do? Oh shit. I said, okay, so let's do it.
I mean, what? What's going on? How did they get here? Okay, so let's do it. Theory number 1 is Greek mythology's ambiguous afterlife.
Greek mythology's ambiguous afterlife. How is that a theory? That's not the name of a theory.
The 2 most known afterlives. Hades, where all the souls that were to be punished went, ruled by Hades, god of death. And the fields of Elysium, where all the good people went, ruled by Persephone, queen of the dead. If you played Chains of Olympus, you would remember this is the place where you see your daughter Calliope. You know, come to think about it, Kratos' wife Lysandra is not found at the fields of Elysium. Could it be that her soul ended in Hades? I wonder what she did to deserve that fate.
Yeah, so this was a bit I had going on back then that I would just be like incoming theory. Like I would get distracted in the middle of the video and just hint at another theory. I don't think I ever did a theory as to why Lysandra is not in Elysium though.
No. Focus on the
oh my god!
Okay? So
it's so bad. No. Why did I say?
No. Be that her soul ended in Hades. I wonder what she did to deserve that fate. No. Focus on the theory at hand, okay?
It is over
so
9,000.
Hades and Elysium are the 2 most known afterlife locations. But what you may not know is that there's a third one called the Asphodel Meadows. Not much is known about
it's
it.
Asphodel.
But one of the conditions for the souls found on that place is related to warriors whose work was finished. Now, this would fit perfectly
God
with
of cringe.
since his work for Ares was terminated when he decided to kill him. and that's why he sent them there for a while. But this still doesn't explain.
I love you guys for subscribing, but I hate you for making me do this, because there's 200 of you here wanting to watch this. I hate you guys.
How the Blades of Chaos got to the Norse realms,
Kaptain Cringe.
since they were left in the asphodel meadows. This is where the ending of God of War 3 comes in. Many have speculated what happened after Kratos killed himself. It may just be that he went to the asphodel meadows after his work of taking down Olympus was done.
Again, I didn't read the fucking novel. The thing is, I think these videos blew up after a week or so. Like, there was a week in between. They were okay. They were getting okay views, I guess. But then they blew up. And people in the chat afterwards started telling me, hey, you need to read the novels, though. And I'm like, oh, crap. Like, after this, people started commenting. I had read the novels, but I didn't.
Blades from that realm, and because he's immortal, he came back to life holding the original Blades of Chaos. Something else that I found interesting was the idea for the asphodel meadows preceding Homer's poetry. It may have originated in Minoan or the Egyptian mythologies. This is important because it might be another link to other mythologies for future games. So this is the Greek mythology's ambiguous afterlife theory. Let's tackle the other one.
I don't even know what I said.
Atreus' fear of being left alone. Here's where my classic style of doing theory comes in. When I take one line and speculate a lot from it, you can tell that Kratos' relationship towards Atreus seems a little distant. He doesn't know how to deal with a kid. Kratos has to control himself around Atreus. It's like he's new at this. And something that Atreus said stayed with me.
No! You've been gone a long, long time. I didn't know what to do. You left me here again. He always leaves. He's never here.
He always leaves. In my opinion, what this tells us is that Kratos hasn't been in the kid's life that much. Now, we don't know where he has been. The game doesn't tell us that. And the fact that he says he always leaves means that he didn't leave just...
Oh my god, the stuttering. Stop, dude.
Theory, let's assume that he went back to Greece to retrieve the Blades of
No.
Chaos, because they're too dangerous to be left alone near a goddess who may take revenge on Kratos for destroying Olympus, aka Artemis. If you think about it, Artemis is the only remaining goddess who can really bother Kratos. It's not like Dionysius is gonna put up much of a challenge. What? He's gonna throw some grapes at me?
Okay, that's not too bad. I kind of like that. Okay, some cringy stuff I do like. What is he gonna do? Throw some grapes at me? Because he's is the god of wine.
The hunt. She's a capable warrior, and aside from destroying her country, she could make it more personal. Since
Oh my god.
Kratos' turn against Olympus could be seen by her as a backstab, since she helped him once by giving him the
Hey,
perfect
run
sword
solo.
to help him on his quest. Now, from the older games, the player did not get a feeling that the Blades of Chaos were feared by the gods the same way the Blade of Olympus was. But if we listen to Brock's reaction, we can tell that he has a different opinion.
Hey, you reek of foreign magic. Sweet Nana's nethers. What are those? I've never seen the like. That's gotta be a family heirloom.
No. Nor will it ever be.
Son, my brother and me created Mjolnir for the big idiot. I know from quality. And them
special.
them special.
I mean, he even compares them to Mjolnir, so it may just be that the blades are more powerful than we know. But still, where would we find the Blades of Chaos? This is where it gets a little tricky. During the last fight against Ares, he takes Kratos into a different realm. In this realm, he takes the blades from him.
Stop
and
stuttering!
He wakes up in the real world without the blades. So the question must be asked, are the blades in the illusion realm or the real world? I'm gonna assume that Ares somehow has them in the real world, and this whole section was just in Kratos' mind. But when you do kill him, his body doesn't disintegrate like the regular enemies. His body stayed in its physical form. We know this because his body was buried inside Mount Olympus. But there's one problem. Ares is buried in ice. How could Kratos get in there and retrieve the blades of Chaos
Stop stuttering!
with the help of a giant hammer?
Why would I panic?
I have you.
Why do I show these clips? This is weird.
The most obvious explanation is that the ice thawed because when Poseidon died, the water covered the whole mountain. And this is no problem for Kratos.
So the most obvious explanation is that the ice thawed because Kratos killed Poseidon and the ice melt. And then Kratos swam back to Greece and got the Blades of Chaos because the ice had thawed.
since he can breathe underwater when he took Poseidon's trident back in God of War 1. So there you go, Kratos went back to Greece to retrieve the Blades of Chaos to prevent Artemis from using them to get revenge on Kratos
Of course.
for destroying Olympus. Or maybe Athena brought him there.
No,
to
stop
taunt
doing
Kratos with
that
his past.
stupid bit.
You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
But we have to ask ourselves, was Athena really there? Or was it just an illusion in Kratos' mind?
You're not funny. Kuba, you're not funny. Stop.
But what do you guys think? Are these
Okay,
two
alright,
theories
stop.
probable?
Alright. So yeah, the theory is that, I mean, the question is still valid, because as Bruno Velasquez has said, like, we still don't know how Kratos got the Blades of Chaos, although I think he's wrong about that. I think they're overlooking that plot hole completely. And they're just gonna go with the theory that the Blades of Chaos and the Blades of Exile are the same blades, and the Blades of Athena are all the same blades, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter. But my theory here basically is that, hey, you know, the ice thawed or melted. I know a lot of people don't use the word thawed. And Kratos swam back, got the Blades of Chaos, and that's how he has them in the Norse pantheon. You know, that's awesome. Oh, I hate myself, and I hate you guys for making me do this. Alright, do the red orbs thingy next. Ah, crap. I know something really cringy about that one. Where is it? Red orbs? Okay, I'm just gonna... Why did I exit out? Okay, Captain Kuba. The red orbs. This is bad. This is bad. Because... Oh, it's got 100k views. No. This is bad because I kind of talk about philosophy here.
Ooh, welcome back, pals and gals. I am your host, Captain Kuba. Whoa! Did I just bring back my old intro? I guess I did. But let us not dwell in the past and move to the future as I present to you a new type of idea for future videos. May I present to you fan flash theory videos, where I take one of your theories
the video part is delayed. Okay, look at the text just going on the screen, and the video word is delayed.
For future videos. May I present to you fan flash theory videos, where I take
Okay, not too bad.
Comment section below and make the theory video for you to be recognized and honored among the God of War community, and also for me to relax and not think as much and get more views.
Oh no! I can't believe I did that. No, I forgot I did that. Cause I'm like, oh, and get more views. No.
Think as much and get more
I'm sorry for screaming. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's gonna hunt me. Hold on. Let me do. Okay.
Theory video for you to be recognized and honored among the God of War community, and also for me to relax and not think as much and get more views. But all joking aside, the theories that appear on these...
Look at my setup. Look at my awesome setup. Where is it? Hold on.
And also for me to relax...
Yo, Rodrigo, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna miss watching your videos, Cuba. I'm going on deployment on this Wednesday morning. I can't wait to see all of your videos when I come back in 3 months. I wish you well and many steps. Thank you so much, Rodrigo. Thank you for the super chat, first of all, and good luck on deployment, man. Thank you for your service, and I'll see you back in 3 months, man.
And not think as much and get more views.
Look at that! Oh my God, this the Vaseline bottle. That's not porn related. That's actually for my skin. Whenever I come out of the shower, I need to put moisturizer on my skin because it gets really dry. There's no one from high school here that can prove my my thing. Anyway, I shouldn't even have pointed out the Vaseline thing. Let's just move on. Let's move on.
Aside, the theories that appear on these videos are going to be pretty cool. You guys come up with things that totally fly over my head. And without further ado, today's theory was created by the mind of Vid30G4 Me God 2001.
That name.
Yikes. You guys know you can change your usernames, right? Anyways, regardless of the difficulty that is pronouncing his name, his theory is pretty straightforward. It reads, my theory of how the Blades of Chaos changed back is the lack of blood orbs that were going to the Blades of Chaos, because they are magical weapons that were powered by the blood orbs. So the theory further builds on the other theory that all three chain blades Kratos wields are the same, but changed. However, the way in which the theory
it sounded like I said butt change because I kind of didn't say the blades. Wait, hold on. Butt chain?
Blades Kratos wields are the same, but changed.
Butt chain? What?
So the theory further builds on the other theory that all three chain blades Kratos wields are the same, but changed.
I keep hearing butt chains. I don't even know what I'm
However,
saying. Anyway,
the way in which the theory is different from the original one.
What's
is
a
that
butt
Athena
chain?
Is no longer the one that causes the change.
the shit causes the shit. What?
The change in the blade.
Okay, are we back? Are we back? Are we? Yeah. Okay, we're back. Okay, so yeah, thank God I had the video playing on my phone because I saw it when it was when I lost connection. I can go back a little bit. Yeah, there was a bit of lag. Is it okay now?
Which the theory is different from the original one is that Athena is no longer the one that causes the change in the blades. And if you think I'm ready to bring into question the trustworthiness of one of my theory videos, you have something else coming. And I'll tell you why. There's empirical evidence of Athena changing the blades, but if you want to learn more, you'll have to watch the video. But anyways, Vid30G4 Midgard 2001 offers another explanation.
Can't do that.
of how
I can't do
happens.
this.
If you remember in the old games, the way Kratos leveled up his weapons and magic abilities was through the use of blood orbs, collected by killing enemies, innocent people.
They're not canon, you idiot. They're not canon. Blood orbs are not real. They're a mechanic. Not a mechanic. They're something in the game. It's like, it's the game menu canon? No, it's not. It's for the player.
And day-to-day Greek stuff like ceramic bowls, wooden crates, and so on. Essentially, everything was made of orbs. It was the old game's currency system. So the theory states that Kratos used the original Blades of Chaos so much that the blood orbs allowed him to first get the L1 and square ability to eventually transform to another weapon altogether. And the reason the Blades of Chaos no longer look like the Blades of Chaos.
It's lagging again? Give me a sec. I'll fix it. I'll fix it, guys. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna get the Ethernet cable. All is going to be okay. Hopefully it gets there. Oh. Give me a sec, guys. I'm getting the Ethernet cable. Hopefully I get a more stable connection. Yeah. Alright, so I love Kanoruhi, but damn, her Wi-Fi sucks. Okay, so I'm connected to the Ethernet now, to the internet with a cable. So it should be better now. You guys let me know in the chat, okay? Am I still streaming? Hopefully I'm still good. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. All right, let's continue.
Exiled is because Kratos has spent hundreds of years away from Olympus and no longer finds items that give him blood orbs, and thus the blades are losing its powers. This would also explain why the blades are rusty and a little. It's because they lack a magical source of...
This would explain why the blades are rusty and a little cracked. Okay, that's not bad. See, I kind of like that one. Okay, I'll tell you the jokes I like and the jokes I don't like. Hold on.
And thus the blades are losing its powers. This would also explain why the blades are rusty and a little. It's because they lack a magical source of power to power them, until he starts using Norse runes to supplement their lack of power. I
can't stand this.
System. And frankly, I love the theory. It finds a way to mix a seemingly meaningless gameplay feature with Greek lore. But the only problem is that I couldn't find any evidence that points to the blood orbs being a part of the story, like the runes in the new game are. All we would need is a little line of acknowledgement in God of War Ascension's intro cutscene, which explains the creation of the world. Just a little line, maybe something like, "And the water primordial lady punched the Greek cosmos guys and thus created the blood orbs." That would be enough to convince us, but sadly it is not in the game. The only time where Zeus bestows upon them the gift of experience. So maybe Zeus created them?
Lag has returned? I really don't know what to do anymore, because, I mean, it's just Kanoruhi's internet. Like, it's just really bad. A little bit of lag. Okay, let me lower the video quality, I guess. It's still lagging. This really sucks. It's worse with the internet, worse with the Ethernet cable. I don't get it. I really don't get this. Yeah, I'll lower the quality. Maybe that'll I don't know, compensate for the crappy internet. You don't really need to see this video in high quality anyway. I'm really sorry, guys. This is, I mean, it's not my fault. This is Kanariki's internet. I'm blaming her internet. I'm sorry. It's just, it can't handle streaming. I don't know. It comes and goes. Hopefully, it'll be okay
you see,
now.
It's still not enough to convince us. The only time
Okay, so I don't even know where it started lagging.
line, maybe something like evidence that.
So yeah, I didn't think I would do it, but in this video, I'm gonna try and prove that the red orbs are actually canon, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I completely forgot. Oh, what happened? Wait, what happened? Is it okay now? Oh my god, I'm so scared right now. Hey, Willems, thank you so much, man. It says I'm live. I didn't even see the super chat. Thank you so much, William. Alright.
Blood orbs being a part of the story, like the runes in the new game are. All we would need is a little line of acknowledgement in God of War Ascension's intro.
Can you guys hear me? What's going on? Hold on, give me a sec. It still says I'm live. Hold on, give me a sec. It still says I'm live. Okay. Yeah, I lowered the quality already, honey. We can hear you. Okay, when I looked at the video playback, it had ended for some reason. It was weird. Okay.
When I looked at the
cutscene,
video playback,
which explains the creation of the world.
Shut up! Hold on, not you. Hold on. Alright, so I got the phone muted. I'm so sorry, guys. I am honestly sorry. Okay, let me just go back.
Makes a seemingly meaningless gameplay feature with Greek lore. But the only problem is that I couldn't find any evidence that points to the blood orbs being a part of the story, like the runes in the new game are. All we would need is a little line of acknowledgement in God of War Ascension's intro cutscene, which explains the creation of the world. Just a little line, maybe something like, "And the water primordial lady punched the Greek cosmos guys and thus created the blood orbs." That would be enough to convince us, but sadly it is not in the game. The only time the series gets closer to acknowledging the loreness of the blood orbs is in the secret room found in God of War 1, where Zeus bestows upon you the gift of experience. So maybe Zeus created them? But you see, it's still not enough to convince us. Now, I could just throw the towel and say, thanks for watching, goodbye, and all that. But I just want to say that there's still hope for the future acknowledgement.
Nerd voice, yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Remember a while ago when I said, essentially everything was made of orbs? Here, I'll play it again. Essentially, everything was made of orbs. That small sentence was purposely written like that for an epic Kaptain Kuba reveal at the end of the video. You see, the ancient Greek philosophers were obsessed with the notion of finding the ultimate substance, or essence of reality. So, for example, Thales believed the ultimate essence was found in water. Others believed it was earth, others fire, and still others believed it was all of them.
Oh, my voice.
But what if Kratos, in the future game, explains a little more to Atreus about Olympus and says, they are all wrong. The ultimate essence is orbs.
Oh my god. There's no evidence. There's no evidence for that. I'm just saying, like, what if? That's... Okay.
I know, it sounds kind of funny, but think about it. Everything in the old games dropped orbs when destroyed. So essentially, everything was made of orbs. It makes philosophical sense, history-wise also, since the Greeks were the pioneers in philosophy. So this little part of the video is mostly addressing Corey Balrog.
Balrog! I called him Balrog! I called him Corey Balrog! I forgot I used to call him Corey Balrog. Oh god! The thing is, I've always known who he is. I've always known Corey, okay? At E3, I know it was him. I know it was the guy who worked in God of War 2. But I didn't know how to pronounce his name. And I called him Corey Balrog. I'm so sorry, Corey, if you're watching this.
It makes philosophical sense, and history-wise also, since the Greeks were the pioneers in philosophy. So this little part of the video is mostly addressing Corey Balrog.
Balrog.
It's so easy to implement this theory. It wouldn't conflict with the future games in the series. Here, I even came up with a line for you. We are born of the orb, made man by the orb, undone by the orb. Eyes are yet to be open. Fear, the old orb. It may be plagiarizing another PlayStation game,
It's Bloodborne. I don't know if you guys caught that. It's Bloodborne.
but
It's
I
not
think
funny.
it works. So,
No,
what
it
do you
doesn't.
think, Corey? Is philosophy the way to go?
Okay, so let me explain this. And I'm not starting a religion talk here, but I made this video back when I was still a Christian. So I did this little bit that I was making fun of Richard Dawkins. And you know what? Richard Dawkins is awesome. I'm okay with him now, okay? I don't agree with everything he says, but for the most part, I agree with him. So get ready for the cringe. I can't watch it. I can't really watch.
Philosophy, it's stupid. You shouldn't even be thinking about it.
Shut up, Dawkins, you rabid materialist.
All we need to teach our kids is
look.
evolution, you
You still need to
imbecile.
explain the problem of infinite regrets with your doesn't. Anyways, first I want to thank Vid30G4MeGod2001 for his awesome theory. I truly did like it, and I hope I made justice to it. Also, we were talking a bit on...
Alright, whatever. That's done. That was the cringiest, I think, in my channel when I made fun of Richard Dawkins. I'm sorry, Richard, if you're watching this, because, you know, you totally watch God of War theories in your downtime. My God. Let's just move on from that. Let's just move on. Let's forget about that, okay? He was gonna pass out. I couldn't look. I really couldn't, because I know I put my face in PNG and I shook it and it was really bad. Okay, so what else do you guys want to watch now? Cringe at its finest. It really is. Okay, so the red orbs theory is done. Oh my God, I honestly cannot believe people sub to me. The boar identity. Oh man, I should have named it the born identity. Like the Bourne identity. Oh my God, I could have Jason Bourne in the thumbnail. I just realized that. Okay, where is it? The boar. Okay. They subbed by accident. I feel like they did. All right, so here we go.
Ooh, welcome back, pals and gals. I am your host, Captain Kuba, and today I'm going to be talking about the mysterious boar. Don't you find it odd that God of War has always been known for his epic action sequences, like the battle with Kratos, the battle with Baldur,
Bottle?
and more?
The bottle? The bottle? Hold on, let me check the quality. Okay, good. It's still in. Okay.
Ooh, welcome back, pals and gals. I am your host, Captain Kuba, and today I'm going to be talking about the mysterious boar. Don't you find it odd that God of War has always been known for his epic action sequences, like the battle with Kratos,
Bottle?
the battle with Baldur, and many more? Action is what we expect from the series. That's why it was shocking to me when Santa Monica decided to include this boar section in the game, where it has Kratos slowly carrying the boar around, finding flowers to heal him, and even Kratos performing open heart surgery.
Grab it and hold.
No lag. Okay, good.
Now the right side. Hold it good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
One may say that this section was boring. You know what? No. Believe it or not, this part is incredibly important to the story. For starters, this is a moment when we meet the elusive witch in the forest, who would later be revealed as Freya, one of the most powerful goddesses the Vanir have to offer. A character
What was that for that
of
audio
immense
part?
importance to future games. But the board did not only serve to introduce us to Freya, since the game had been giving us snippets of him since the start of the game.
More tracks?
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar. Could the boar be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any boar I've ever seen.
As I played the game for the 5th time, I kept wondering why the game was going out of its way to mention the boar so early on. If the purpose of the boar was to introduce Freya to the player, Santa Monica could have given us a regular boar a few minutes before meeting Freya, and it would have worked just fine.
Slow
Not to
down.
mention that he's
Speaking
magical,
too fast.
Or that he was walking around Kratos and Atreus' home from the beginning of the game. So naturally I asked myself, who is this boar? Why is he important? Well, to be fair, the game does give us an answer. After meeting Freya, she will give you the compass and set the player in the right direction. What you need to do is turn back, open Freya's door again, and this will trigger a conversation between Freya and Atreus.
How is he?
He needs rest, but I think he's out of danger.
Does he have a name?
Hildisvini.
So the game supposedly tells us that his name is Hildisvini, and supposedly because this is a channel where I try to convince you that Shovel Knight is actually part of the God of War canon.
It actually is.
Intrigued? But honestly,
According to
I
Corey.
can see the story of the boar going in two different ways. The first scenario would be believing that this is in fact Hildisvini. And the second scenario is not believing Freya for 1 second, because this boar may be someone of much more importance than Hildisvini.
But the problem is, so yeah, it's only 2 minutes in, and oh my God. So the problem is that we have no reason to distrust Freya this early on. She seems to be friendly. She seems to be okay. Why would she be lying to us? And that's the flaw in this theory.
But once again, I think both theories have equal value, so let's analyze both of them. First off is scenario number 1. The boar is in fact Hildisvini. But who is Hildisvini to begin with? The story of Freya and Hildisvini can be found in a short poem named The Lay of Hyndla. The poem tells the story of how Freya was riding on her boar Hildisvini to meet Hyndla, a giantess of immense might.
Exactly, cancel culture.
We realized that the boar wasn't simply a boar, but it was in fact Freya's protege, Ottar in disguise. Freya begged the giantess to tell Ottar his family lineage to prove his father that he was the proper heir to the family inheritance. The giantess Hyndla agreed and proceeded to tell Ottar his family lineage. After reciting all
what am I saying?
Numbers, Freya asked the giantess to give Ottar a magical drink so that he may remember all the names. But the giantess refused, so Freya threatened to burn her alive. The giantess agreed to give him a magical drink, but it would be mixed with poison. But Freya used a spell so that the poison would not harm him. The end.
Okay.
First thing to note is that this short story is all that remains about Hildisvini. The story seems out of place and is not really a continuation of a...
Hassan says, slow down, your haste will cost you. I don't know why. I guess I was just nervous and I was just speaking really fast.
Bigger tale, which would give Santa Monica flexibility to fit it into the God of War canon. Something else to notice is that Freya is always depicted as a peaceful and benevolent goddess who only cares about matters of fertility. But in this short story, she's depicted as a scheming person who will stop at nothing to get what she wants. This is more clearly seen when she threatens to burn Hyndla alive for not complying. Does she remind you of anyone?
I will parade.
Yeah, but that's because Baldur died.
From every corner of every realm.
No, I got it, Daniel, but I kind of have to speed through it a little bit. I didn't speed up. This is how the video was uploaded at this speed. I didn't really time my my dialogue that well. But I have a lot of videos, and I think I don't want to make it longer right now.
And feed
Plus, this is part of the cringe.
The vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
To me, both takes on the characters seem identical, so we have to ask ourselves, why does she care about helping Hildisvini get his family inheritance? If we think that his family inheritance is only gold, then it wouldn't make sense for Freya to be helping him, since she's a barefoot hippie who only cares about forest and animals. But if the inheritance is something else, like power, then she would definitely want to take advantage of it, since she can't attack anyone without her Valkyrie wings. And if we look at the family lineage recited by Hyndla, we see that it's a never-ending list of powerful warriors, like Ketil the Kinsman, the Freki brothers, Angtyr, one of the 12 brothers who wields a magical sword that can cut through anything as if it were hot butter, or the most powerful of all, Thora, mother of all Norse heroes. And given that Freya was able to resuscitate a dead Jotun to attack Kratos, she could very well do the same with Ottar's dead relatives. Something else identical in both stories is that Hildisvini seems to be losing his memory.
I don't know what I'm saying.
A proper excuse to quickly seek Hyndla's help for a magical
I really don't know what I'm saying.
From losing what remains of his family's memory.
He's from somewhere else entirely. Back home,
Freya's actually Athena.
But since he came here, he's been stuck.
Stuck as a boar?
Stuck in his mind. His own true nature grows faint in his memory, like a dream.
So basically, I think the poem of The Lay of Hyndla is what comes after God of War 4. It's the story of Freya gearing up for a future fight with the ghost of Sparta.
I really don't know what I said.
Crazy theory, but what would this channel be without crazy theories?
Don't be proud of that.
I simply do not believe this is Hildisvini. I think he's the god Freyr, king of the Vanir gods, and I base my theory on 3 arguments. First, Freya demonstrated her lack of full disclosure to Kratos and Atreus about her godhood.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
So if she wasn't truthful about her identity, why would she be ready to tell Kratos the real identity of the boar? Argument number 2 is that she seems too close to the boar, almost too close. And that's not to say that you could...
It sounded like I'm implying that she's sleeping with the boar. Almost too close. Freya's banging Hildisvini in boar form.
Kratos the real identity of the boar. Argument number 2 is that she seems too close to the boar, almost too close. And that's not to say that you couldn't really love...
Almost too close. How did I not hear him when I uploaded this? She's banging the boar. This is too good.
Why would she be ready to tell Kratos the real identity of the boar? Argument number 2 is that she seems too close to the boar, Almost too close. And that's not to say that you couldn't really love a friend the way she loves the boar. The only source for Hildisvini's information can be found in the previously mentioned Lay of Hindla. And it's not much. As I said in scenario number 1, she seems more interested in the inheritance than helping out a friend. And let's think this through. What does she have to gain from helping Hildisvini? Absolutely nothing. But Freyr, on the other hand,
it's her
is
friend.
the leader of the Vanir gods, someone who wields a magical sword that can fight by itself. By keeping him hidden, Freya has a shot at fighting whoever gets in her way. And finally, argument number 3. Why was the boar near Kratos and Atreus' house? As Freya said, he doesn't belong to anyone. He can come and go as he pleases, and one of the places he chose to go was Kratos' home. And I say chose because Freya confirms that he still has some of his true identity intact.
Without me to remind him of home, of himself, I fear the boar is all that will remain.
Now, assuming Freyr has some secret knowledge about the future, he would want to start manipulating it to be free from the boar form. Think about it. The first thing that Kratos and Atreus do is go out for a hunt, and the first tracks they see are the boars. Then they fight the troll, Balder, they encounter some humans, and then the boar is casually walking around the military camp. Atreus shoots him, and he leads them right to Freya. In a way, the boar was the reason for the whole plot. But why would he care about helping Kratos and Atreus spread the ashes? He doesn't. He only cares about Alfheim being free from the Dark Elves. If you go back to Alfheim, you will see a note left by the Light Elves. The note reads, "The light is ours again, but there's no time to lose. Only the return of Lord Frey."
Yeah, what military camp? It was a poor choice of words. I guess technically he's right. It's more like it's just a camp, and it had soldiers in it at some point. But yeah, even like military camp, that was weird. Like, but it's not. It's technically a military camp. It's not the worst thing I've come across in my old videos.
Can secure peace.
It was a normal camp.
We are liberated by forces sent forth at his command, like the Sword of Legend. But Freyr himself remains lost, and now we must come to his aid. Some believe he has returned to Vanaheim, while others believe he is held in Asgard. Both paths are found shut. With the temple secure, all elfkind is called away to seek our lost lord. The takeaway line in the note is, "Surely we are liberated by forces sent forth at his command." The forces that liberated the Light Elves was Kratos and Atreus, and it seems the Light Elves believed they were sent by Freyr. If we take a butterfly effect approach that has the boar starting the whole plot of the game by leaving some tracks near Kratos and Atreus' home, then we can say that the Light Elves were correct. Freyr did indeed send Kratos and Atreus to Alfheim, but this does not necessarily mean that it will be a good thing, since Freyr is Freya's brother and would naturally align himself to her. Could it be that we will find truth in what the Dark Elves said?
What's NDL? What does that mean? You gotta stop spamming, man. What is it?
No, that can't be.
What did it say?
That we made a grave mistake.
But anyways, what do you guys think?
Okay, alright, done. I think.
Boar Hildisvini.
I don't know if I do another joke or something.
It doesn't have to be only these two characters. Maybe it's Demos. Well, that's highly unlikely. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also want to thank every single one of my subscribers. You pals and
Instagram? What did I say like that?
I honestly have so much fun making crazy theories along with cheesy jokes for you. Now, if you're new to the channel, I want to invite you to hit the bell and subscribe. My upload as of this moment consists of making God of War theories, top 10s, and live streams, where, let's be honest, it's just a place for fans to run by me their theories. I'd like God of 5 to start with Odin and the other gods. It would be cool. Like what, like having a conversation or something? That would be pretty cool. Like talking, like, we must defeat the threat. Kind of like God of War 3, like the intro, like Zeus doing his little speech. Kind of cool. How dare you question my information? But if you're not sure about subscribing, check out some of my other videos, like the top 10 future God of War bosses, or another theory video. But anyways, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. I will see you guys next time.
So yeah, look, it is a little weird that you see the boar footprints like very early on, but that might have been done just to create more of a connection between Kratos and Freya, I guess. Like they've always been meant to be together, not meant to be together. Almost. What did I say? She seems to like the boar almost too much. I forgot what I said, but I implied that she was banging the boar. Oh my god, it's not the worst video, but no, I don't really believe it's Freya anymore. Why would she lie? Freya has no reason to lie to us. All right, so what's the next one? What do you guys want to watch next? The Bourne Identity. The Traveler Theory? Traveler Theory I think it's good. A little too close. Oh yeah, a little too close. Minotaurs built Tyr's temple. Fuck. Fuck. What I don't like... How do you spell Minotaurs? Tyr's temple? What I don't like about this video is that it's... Okay, 1 year ago. It's somewhat recent. It's not one of my older ones. And that's the thing. I don't know why... Alright, let's get over it. Let's just do it. Okay, 420p. Let me know if the audio's okay. This one's short though. It's like 3 minutes, right? Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Captain Kuba here, and today I got a very short video about a small detail in God of War 4 that has been bothering me since the first time I played the game. When Kratos and Atreus descend into Tyr's vault, you will be able to see 3 tapestries hanging from the wall.
Is there no music?
One depicts Tyr stopping a war from taking place. Another one shows Tyr visiting Greece and being given a scroll. This tapestry is
very low audio. Yeah, because these videos, for the more recent videos, the audio was had it much lower.
In fact, I'm trying to translate the Greek letters found in it, but this is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm more interested in the final tapestry.
So you can actually see the progression of my videos. Like they became a lot more serious, and I'm so glad they went like that. Because before they were just annoying.
The collaboration between all the realms, the construction of Tyr's temple. Here we see light elves, giants, and quite possibly wolvers working together to build the temple. But there's someone in this image that's very mysterious: a horned man with the face of an animal. The only Norse character that looks similar to him is Duraproof, one of the World Tree stags that guards the entrance to Jotunheim. In Norse mythology, he's just a stag, but Santa Monica Studios decided to change his design by giving him the body of a man while keeping the head of the animal. But is this the character we're seeing in the tapestry? I really doubt it. This one seems to have horns instead of antlers. He also seems to be lifting heavy blocks. For some reason, I think Duraproof is busy guarding the entrance to Jotunheim, giving him no extra time to work on Tyr's project. So who is he then? This is where it becomes interesting. To my knowledge, there aren't any half-animal, half-man characters in Norse mythology. There are trolls, draugrs, revenants, but no one like this guy. There are, however, very strong minotaurs in the Greek realm, and they just so happen to look very similar to the character in question. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We know that Tyr was loved by every mortal in the God of War universe. Because of that, he was given many gifts from all over the world, but he seemed to be especially close with the Greeks. He has a vase depicting the prophecy of Kratos destroying Olympus. He's seen in one of the tapestries receiving a gift from them. Hell, even Alexander the Great gave him his shield. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary if the Greeks also gave him a few strong docile minotaurs, capable of doing heavy lifting for him. I know this makes Tyr sound like he owned mythological slaves, but the truth is that historically, those have been used for field work. I'm sure that minotaurs are just as able to lift heavy blocks. In order to build Tyr a shining new
mythological slaves.
I know that a shipment of minotaurs from Greece is one of my craziest theory by far.
Yeah, it is.
I really don't know any characters within Norse mythology
it's the giants.
that looks like him. Well, except Mimir, of course. Regardless, I believe we will visit Greece in the next game. Perhaps this question might be answered. But what do you guys...
Alright, so... It's a crazy theory, but... Santa Monica added the whole thing that giants can shapeshift, they can I don't know, come in animal forms like the Duraproof guy. So that's the thing. It's most likely giants. That's the most reasonable thing. But if it wasn't because of that, like, the theory wouldn't be that crazy. So it's not one of my worst videos. At least I don't think. Maybe it's because the cringe levels are much lower in that one. But anyway, it's not minotaurs. It's giants. Okay, so which one do you guys want to watch next? Strong monitor I ever seen? What? Oh, minotaur. Alright. You guys let me know which one do you guys want. Let me see if I have more up here. Hold on. No. I just finished God of War. That one is... Okay, that's the first comment I saw. Oh, did I exit again? I did. Captain Kuba. I just finished... I don't know if it's... I mean, I'm sure it's cringy. It's not bad because I just said that I finished God of War. And I know I was absent from the channel for a few months, I think. But I haven't really seen it. Let's just... In a while. Warned you. Finally.
Hey guys, how's it going? Well, as you can well see,
Oh, never mind. The audio is really bad. I mean, like, it's really cringy.
title, I finished God of War. You know, it's I actually finished it. I bought it on Friday. It got me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh my
To
God.
finish the game. Now keep in mind that I only finished the campaign side, not the side quest. So yeah, I finished it, and I can say that it was really really good. Like I really enjoyed it. It's been one of the better games I've played in a while now.
Hey, Septic.
Now I wanted to give you like like what I thought of the game so far. Like I said, it's really good. But I don't want to do an in-depth review just yet. I want to play it at least one more time.
I actually never made a review of the game.
And I want to do more of the side missions. So yeah, like right off the bat, let me just say that the game changed completely, like from what we knew before, and in a better way. Like it was just amazing. Oh, by the way, I don't have a script in me, so if I'm rambling,
I don't have a script in me. I said I don't have a script in me.
It was just amazing. Oh, by the way, I don't have a script in me, so if I'm rambling on, you will notice.
Yeah,
So
I did.
First off, like, if I were to choose one thing that I like really well, was the characters. The characters were amazing. I mean, they were really interesting. Like,
That's what she said.
What's the guy's name? Oh, spoiler alert, incoming.
My God, it is cringy.
The enemy of the game is just the best. Like I've
The
never
enemy,
seen such
there's
a
one
good,
enemy.
you know, villain in a game. Like maybe Lasarvich from Uncharted 2, but this guy was just off the bat, off the rails, man. Like he had a bit of Joker with, you know, a little bit of Dragon Ball Z.
What I
abilities.
record this?
It's just insane. Like it was finally a good match for Kratos, and this comes from the guy who fought
the bat.
Hercules, the supposedly strongest man on Earth. But this guy is just wow, and like as you can well see, you know, I'm fighting him here. This is my clip. I got an Elgato thing to record my gameplay, so all the content you see, it's mine. But
What
yeah,
is it?
he was a really good.
Was I afraid of copyright?
And all of them included Moody.
Moody!
Even though they all
That was back then when I called Modi Moody. Oh, that's another theory we have to get to. Who blew the horn? Yeah. Yeah.
players, they really stick with you. You know, like Maggie comes up and he's all like,
Maggie?
"Surrender. The old father demands it." And I was like, "Oh, goosebumps, man! That was really cool." What else? Gameplay. It was a little hard to get around the learning curve a bit, right? But once you get a hang of it, dude, pulling that axe back to you, like calling it back, that's just one of the best things in gaming altogether. It was amazing. Now there's some things I didn't really like for example, the in-depth RPG systems. Like I'm not a big RPG guy. Like I played Witcher and it was okay, I guess. Skyrim, don't even
How long
mention
is
that,
this?
okay? But they mixed it a bit more with RPG now. So you'd have to go into the menu and look at the stats and see what perks and artifacts and dude, I'm an old school gamer. Like I like side scrollers, I like, you know, simple games. And it was a little complicated for me. And that's why I did.
Well, I guess my complaint about the game still is the same. I didn't know if I felt like that the first time I played it, but it's true. I still don't really enjoy the RPG mechanics that much. But I know a lot of people do. So yeah.
Didn't even do the side quest. Like I only focus on the story. I like linear games, believe it or not. Maybe it has to do something with it. Nothing.
What?
But yeah, like I like simple.
I don't even
games.
know.
Put a stop to my fun at times. And,
Just get to the
that's
point.
one of the negative sides. But I want to explore that. I think it is necessary.
I feel like taking down all
We'll
of
be
these
fighting some
videos.
pretty hard enemies. But oh man, the game was overall good. It was amazing. Like the exploration. Whenever you had to do one of those puzzles and hit the blue things, and you'd have to find it all over the place. It was just good. I don't want to keep this video too long. It was just a little heads up, just to let you know that I finished the game. And yeah, it lives up to it. And I want to see what you guys thought about it. I'm sure some of you have beaten the game already. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys maybe in 3 weeks with a full review or discussion.
Never did one.
All right. See you later. Goodbye.
Didn't even say bye. Oh my god. Don't you dare take these majestic videos away. I won't, because I know I deleted a bunch of videos. These are not the most cringy ones, believe it or not. There were more, but I deleted them back when the YouTube demonetized me and all that. But anyway, react to your top 10 favorite weapons video. I mean, I guess that one's more on the cringy side, but I don't think... I was focusing more on like the bad theories, I guess. So which one was that? I just finished God of War. So what do you guys want me to do next? Atreus throwing spears. Sure. I know Ronson has seen this. I don't know what he commented though. Atreus. Wait, hold on. Did Kanaruhi comment in this video? Hold on. Let me see something. I think Kanaruhi commented in this video. This was back when we weren't. See, there she is. There she is. That's Kanaruhi right there. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way. That's before I actually met her, before I even started talking to her. Hey, I was wondering when you were going to post your opinion on the new God of War, although I haven't been able to play it myself. No money, broke life. I've seen a good portion of the game from walkthroughs posted on YouTube, and man, I gotta say I really like it. I really like how they improved upon Kratos' humanity, but still kept his ragey self. She doesn't even like God of War 1. She liked me back then. My favorite new character is probably Sindri. He's just adorable on all levels. You just want to hug him. Was disappointed that the game kept Kratos' new wife a secret, but told just enough information about her so that the story could be told efficiently. Like, I'm still wanting to know how she met Kratos and fell in love with him and whatnot. Like, you can't make... Anyway, let me just skip this. So, yeah. It's kind of cool seeing that she did... See, I would never delete this because my girlfriend commented before she was even my girlfriend. I don't know. So, what's the next video we need to watch? What do you guys want to watch next? Oh, Atreus throwing spears. Okay. Yeah, this is... It's only 29 seconds. It's just really stupid. Come on.
Yeah, you got it.
Steady, boy. Boy. Have I taught you nothing, boy?
Oh, here, I'll go this way a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
You are in your head, boy.
Woo! You got this. Oh!
Why? Why did I do that? Hold on. Anyway, I mean, yeah, as Kanaruhi and I went to the Renaissance Fair and I played that game. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that. I thought it was such a great idea. It's so dumb. So what's the next one? Atreus throwing Spartan spears. I also got this one already. Alright, so we have how Kratos got to Midgard. Why are the giants dead? Odin kills Kratos. This one we don't even have to watch entirely because a lot of people like this video. And no one really complained in the comments, but I know it's wrong. I know there's something off with it, and I know exactly what. We don't have to watch it entirely. Anyways, Odin kills Kratos before Ragnarok. Who blew the horn? Segment and Gunther. Distorted solar system. Hellwalker origins and top 10 Uncharted moments. Uncharted moments. That was the first comment I read. Crap. Okay. I really don't want to watch this one. I'm gonna have to give you some context. Uncharted. I'm gonna have to give you some context. Yeah, it's actually not the first one. It's the second one. This is one that I'm really embarrassed of because, like I said, this was the first edited video that I'm like, hey, I realized that people don't really click on these ones because I had made this one before, which was just me. This also has a funny story. It stopped paid because I couldn't really figure out how to edit and share play. So I had 10 moments initially, but it deleted my first 2. So I went like, fuck it. Top 8 moments. And it doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, so before I started editing videos, they were just me listing stuff. I wasn't really talking in my videos. So it's just like that. And then I realized that, hey, maybe if I start talking, people will like my videos more. So this one is actually the first one I did. Now, let me just tell you guys, I did not have any equipment when it came to streaming or recording or anything. I recorded this video using PlayStation 3 mic. No, headphones. Yeah, these are not, okay. Where are they? PlayStation 3. These guys. I recorded my the script of that video with these guys. Okay, the microphone on this thing was not good at all. I'm giving you guys the context behind it because it's really bad. Okay, and I wasn't really using my phone to read the script. I had a piece of paper, and I'm sure you can hear it rustling in the back. It's really bad. Let's do it. I don't want to watch this. I really don't want to watch this.
Uncharted 4 is one of the best games
Oh my
of
God!
2016 by far. It's got great action, great characters, great story, and a lot of explosions. It is easily one of my favorite games of all time.
I'm gonna go eat
and
something.
I would like
okay?
to do a countdown of the top 10 moments of Uncharted 4.
I can't do this.
Quick! Don't wait, just go! Nathan! Nathan!
Every Uncharted game has had a supernatural element to it.
It was
in
top.
Uncharted 1.
I think it was
Nazi zombies.
top 10 Uncharted 4 moments, right? Yeah.
Uncharted 2 had those purple guys that were impossible to kill.
And again, I edited this in SharePlay. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me shut up my air conditioner. I'm just gonna turn it. No, I'm not gonna turn it off. But yeah, okay. Let's just keep going.
And lastly, Uncharted 3 had fiery demons caused by the drugs you were taking. So, did we get the ghost of Henry Avery at least?
Oh my God.
No, we didn't.
It's really
We got
bad.
suspense.
Just hold on a little longer.
Why is this a cool moment? I don't really get it. I guess the suspense.
Damn it.
By leaving the player in darkness, it created suspense, making you think that there was going to be something scary
I can't do
once you
this.
finally turn on the lights. As I said before, the ghost of Henry Avery.
Oh my God, I can't watch this. This one's too bad.
Oh, sorry. Just one sec.
I understand why Naughty Dog didn't include the supernatural element to it. They wanted to tell a more intimate story, a more realistic story with Nathan Drake. But still, I miss it. But at least they left us with this, a really scary jump scare.
Thanks. Wait, is that?
The cringe is at maximum power.
Scusi.
You're not supposed to be back here.
Nadine is just badass.
Do you guys want to keep watching this? I mean, it's 50 minutes long. It's too long. We can skip this if you guys want to. Okay, just let me know.
It's funny, sad, and emasculating to Nathan Drake at the same time. You'll know what I mean in 3, 2, 1, go.
I didn't time it right.
Go. Yeah, there we go.
I remember. Because again, I did this. Oh, there was a problem with the server? Okay. Okay. Is it lagging? Is it okay? Okay, so I know exactly. You can change it. I don't mind. Okay, so I know exactly why I didn't time it right. It's because I was reading the script as I was watching the video playing back. Because once again, I recorded this on SharePlay. Okay, the PlayStation app that allows you to edit. That is not the best editing software by a long shot. Okay, and that's why we're like 3, 2, 1, and 1.
I'm not in the mood for games. Give me the crucifix.
Lady, you're lucky I'm a gentleman. Because if I weren't...
You'd what?
You'd what?
In one corner, we have Nadine, the leader of a militia and a martial arts expert. And in this corner, we have Nathan Drake, a retired treasure hunter. You guys know where I'm going with this, right?
How about we just call it even?
And finally, to show how badass she is, she throws Nathan out the window.
Oh my God. This is bad. This is just bad.
It could be a trap.
So should I change
Coming
it?
up to the release date of the game.
It's like I'm speaking in a radio from the 1950s. Oh my God, this is so bad.
Expectations of a major character dying were sky high. Was it going to be Sam? Sully? But who knew? It was going to be Elena. relax. She doesn't die. But she did scare us.
Oh, thank God, Captain Kuba. She doesn't
After
die.
escaping death once again, Elena
You sound so
decides to
sad.
play a
I
little
do
joke
sound
on
really
Nathan
sad in the video.
to pretend to be dead.
That's another thing. I think I was recording this in my room, and my dad was in the other room. And back then I was really embarrassed that, hey, I'm trying this YouTube thing out, and my dad was in the other room, and I was speaking really quietly. Anyway.
Yeah, she's that cruel. Take a look.
Take a look. My voice was creepy. The white noise in the background. I hate this video. I hate this video so much. Daniel, thank you so much, man. Hold on. Guys, we gotta skip this. The dead gods of the Greek realm are also cringing.
Lena. Oh, no, you didn't do that. No. That's not...
Yoo-hoo.
Alright, I know some people didn't like the ending of the game, but here's why I think it works. In Drake's Fortune, Sully, Elena, and Nate ride their boat full of Spanish gold into the sunset. In Uncharted 2, the game
You
ends
seem
with
confident
Nate and
about it
Elena
at the time. You
arguing
didn't
how
have the
scary
natural vibe
clowns
that you
are.
have nowadays. I
And
don't
in
really think I have it
Uncharted 3,
anyway.
We see Nate and Elena fix their marriage as Nate leaves the treasure hunting business behind. You see, guys, these are all happy
It's
endings,
ASMR with
so
a
it
really
only
bad
makes
mic.
sense
That's
for
what it
Uncharted
is.
4's ending to be happy.
Whoa, so cool. I need to ask Mom to borrow this one again.
After all the treasure hunting Nate and Elena have done, they finally possess their most valuable treasure, Cassie, her daughter, who's into treasures, exploration, and being funny like Nate.
Oh,
I'd say this is a pretty good ending to a good series.
I sound depressed.
We should totally throw a party.
You should like the ending. You should like the ending of the game. She's funny. Like Nate. It's ASMR with a really bad mic.
Plus,
remake this video, Kuba? Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Leg. That guy hasn't skipped leg day in a while.
So, what did you see?
Nothing really. Well, just that photo of you two and Sully. With a bunch of Spanish-looking treasure. And a shotgun.
The first few minutes of a game are one of the most important parts of a game. They're supposed to grab the player's attention.
Oh my
Make them want to
God.
question what is going to happen to their hero. What's going on in the story.
Really not good. Hold on!
Uncharted 4 does a great job with this. Instead of starting you off with a tutorial, you're right in the action. You're driving this boat, it's chaotic everywhere, and then when the bigger boat hits, that's just awesome. Take a look.
Take a look. Keep saying that. Take a look. If I am going to remake this, I'm gonna keep the same script, and I'm just gonna make it better, I guess. I'm not gonna change anything about it. I'm just gonna do the same script, but more, I don't know. It's gonna be better, I guess, if I do remake this. Because the script is still bad.
Developers really know how to start a game. Naughty Dog is certainly one of them. From the first few minutes of the game, it creates a sense of urgency. You don't know who these guys are. You don't know why they're shooting at you, but you want to get away anyways. By presenting the players so early on with these questions, it makes them want to play more. Makes them want to find out. Added with a great soundtrack and a great gameplay, you get one of the best intros of all time.
On your right! Watch it, watch it! Oh, shit!
The Uncharted series is known for having these big explosions, these action moments like climbing the train or falling out of the airplane in Uncharted 3. And that's so good, believe me, I love that part. But this part makes it on this list for being the opposite of that. It's fun to just walk around, see a new version of Nathan Drake as he picks up
the airport microphone.
all artifacts of his past adventures.
Climbed your big brother some years back.
It was sad to see our hero this bored. But this chapter is not all sadness. I mean, you get to play that toy gun. That's pretty cool.
Oh my God! Take a look! Take a look! So bad! Take a look!
Eat plastic.
It is a pretty cool moment. I love Uncharted 4.
So, if I haven't convinced
You
you
are
that this
sadness.
is a fun chapter, this will. You get to play, wait for it,
Crash Bandicoot.
so cool. Just so cool.
You're going the wrong way.
Huh?
Run towards the bottom.
I know. I just like to explore, you know?
Take a look will forever remain a meme on this channel. Take a look. Libertalia is an awesome moment.
This is the last entry that's a peaceful one. After this, it's all big explosions. I promise. Alright, let's get started. There hasn't been another Uncharted game that has addressed the Lost City element so well as did Uncharted 4. But I want to talk about the experience when you first find Libertalia. It is unlike any in the other games in this series.
Over there. Oh, you mean the one with the massive guard tower?
Libertalia is not there for just the pretty sights, although they are pretty, but it also serves as a place you can explore that's dripping with atmosphere.
I'll be honest, at least I'm glad I can understand myself, because in my other God of War videos, I just didn't.
They were abandoned.
Take a
You
look.
also get some funny dialogue options with Sam that help build up their characters.
Oh my god.
You dirty dog.
I would totally get a picture of myself in this thing. If we had a camera, always.
Well, hey, I can sketch in my journal.
Incoming Van Gogh painting. Funny. Amazing edit right there. Oh my god.
And finally, you get to sit down with Sam, talk about some issues, while drinking some imaginary beer.
Hey. Cheers.
Take a look, it's going nowhere now. It's gonna stick this time. I'm gonna have to integrate all of these old lines into my videos. Take a look. What's another one?
This is a very tall clock tower.
God, this game's amazing.
Yes, it is.
Your mic is
Alright,
perfect
now
in this
we're
video.
getting
Bring it
into
back.
stuff. The bell tower is just the best damn level in the whole game. This section of the game serves both as a puzzle and a level, and it's a really good one. You as a player have to make your way up into this old, really old tower that's ready to collapse at any moment. The
Bells
puzzle
and
part is
gals.
that you have to ring certain bells in an order to open a door, but the fun part is how do you get to those bells? The only way of reaching these bells is by climbing on some unstable gear mechanisms that get increasingly more difficult as you go on, making it more fun. And come on, let's just be honest for 1 second. Who didn't geek out when they had to spin the gear mechanisms to make the clock on the outer part of the tower a platform for you to climb on?
It is
That
a
was
cool moment.
amazing, wasn't it?
That was amazing, wasn't it? I sound creepy. That was amazing, wasn't it? Listen to that. Oh my god.
And come on, let's just be honest for 1 second. Who didn't geek out when they had to spin the gear mechanisms to make the clock on the outer part of the tower a platform for you to climb on? That was amazing, wasn't it? Or was that just me?
Or was that just
Anyways, and with this level being amazingly designed, we can finally concur that Nathan Drake is a better climber than Ezio Auditore da Firenze. I mean, look at this viewpoint. That's just
I hate you
beautiful.
guys.
Beautiful. And I promised you guys big action moments. So here we go. Take a look. Do you guys remember at the beginning of this generation?
How
we were
long
hoping
till
for
it
the
finishes?
most
Okay, almost
realistic
there. 5
graphics
more
ever
minutes.
made?
Take
Yeah,
a
I
look.
remember that. And to be honest with you guys, we still haven't got that. But Uncharted 4 came pretty
The
close.
Ezio voice.
I mean, look at those chickens.
Oh my
Those
god,
are
look at
good
those chickens.
Look at them. Yeah.
Oh god.
Even though the chase sequence in the game looked pretty good, I mean, with that market and all the stands breaking apart, that was amazing, right? But it wasn't about just pretty graphics.
What year is it? I actually don't know. I'll look it up.
A movie.
It must have been like
action sequence
before
come to
2016.
life, but in a game. I mean, just
Look at that
this part.
chicken. I know, it
It's
just
so
sounds wrong.
chaotic, Yet so good.
Yeah, it's so
You
good.
hook yourself to the back of the trucks. You shoot motorcycles. You shoot the smaller cars. You climb again on the truck. You jump on cars. You then take those cars and hit motorcycles with them. You hook yourself back to the trucks. is just bloody good.
I sound so creepy. It's just bloody good. It's just I was trying to be quiet because my dad was in the other room. I didn't want him knowing I was doing this stuff. And it just sounds very bad. It was very good.
Past Uncharted games have had chase sequences, but they were more scripted. This one felt more open. You could do almost anything you wanted. It was longer too. So all I want to say is good job, Naughty Dog. Good job.
It was bloody good. It was amazing, wasn't it? Was it okay for you? As it was for me, being all chained up against the wall. I sound really creepy.
Now, what do you say we go? Rob from the rich, huh?
And of course, at number 1, we have the Libertalia Tower. Now, to analyze this part of the game, we need to take it apart. So here we go. As soon as you reach the top of the tower, you're greeted with the most
This is my favorite video ever.
whole game. It leaves the player in a sense of peacefulness that nothing's gonna go wrong. So as you start to descend, this happens.
Is this number 1? I think it's number 1.
And it is on again. You and Sam find themselves in trouble once again. No tutorials, no warning, you're back in the action. Escape the tower, being shot by a militia with RPGs.
Why am I so monotonous?
Get it done.
Militia with RPGs.
Then the militia breaks the goddamn tower in half, leaving you and Sam to fall down the rubble as you shoot
Fall down? You're not gonna fall up. I mean,
them and they shoot back. You hook yourself to the falling tower, you shoot as many as you can,
Stop yelling.
notice that you can't kill any of them, so you climb up. That is good level design. Notice how the whole sequence started like this
I want this mic.
and switched in an instant to this. Awesome.
Awesome.
The sequence itself
Awesome.
wasn't even that long.
It's not
It was
awesome.
2 minutes and
It's awesome.
like this, and switched in an instant to this. Awesome.
Awesome. I'm saying awesome. Like possum. Awesome. It sounds
The
weird.
sequence itself wasn't even that long. It was 2 minutes and 40 seconds, but it's the way they did it. It just worked.
Yeah, awesome.
The music, it's fast. It makes you go faster. It makes you think faster. It is just so well put. That's why it's number 1 on my list.
All right.
I don't think this list does any justice to this game.
No, it
There are just
doesn't.
so many cool
I've insulted this game with this bad quality video.
parts to this game, like fighting Rafe in a good old sword fight, or playing as Sam. There's just so many of them. So please, leave a comment below telling me your
Leave
favorite
it.
part. And if you watch me for 15 minutes ramble on about one of my favorite games of
No
all
one
time,
did. No
please
one
leave
did.
a like. It helps me out a lot.
And I'm
Thank
so.
you.
I remember when I uploaded this video, I was mad that no one had watched it. I'm like, why are people not watching this video? And I'm glad. I'm so glad. I mean, only 143 people watched it. That's good. Evil has been contained. It was uploaded September 30th, 2016. And again, the mic I was using, for people asking me in the chat, PlayStation 3 headphones, I was using this. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys again, so you can get my you can get why the audio was so bad. These bad boys, I was using these guys. Okay, so I was holding the mic on this end here, and I was pointing the mic to my mouth because I didn't really have a proper mic to record videos. But anyway, what am I doing here? So top 10 Uncharted moments. I had not seen that video since 2016, to be honest with you, because I know it was really bad. And I hate you guys. I love you for subbing, but I hate you for making me do this. Alright, so we got how Kratos got to Midgard. Okay, someone said Hellwalker Origins. Okay, I want this mic now. Hellwalker Origins. Fuck, this is stupid. This video is stupid. Alright, hold on. Kaptain Kuba. It's so dumb because I just didn't pay attention to the game. Why do they
We start
turn?
with the obvious and say that to do these kinds of theory videos, you need a certain level of craziness in your mind when it comes to games. While everyone takes the game as a work of art and enjoys its cool moments, like Kratos drinking wine.
And it's gonna be shaky, I think. Yep.
I have to take half of my brain and focus on little details that don't matter to the casual player, like this line.
And what was that frozen thing that attacked them?
Okay. Without context, it seems crazy to make a theory out of it.
It
Let's
is.
back up a bit. Atreus is around 11 years old. Ever since he was a little kid, his mother read him stories of Norse legends, which contain a lot of characters like For example, he knows who Odin is and Thor, and many other gods. Aside from knowing the important figures in Norse mythology, he can also recognize every enemy in the game. For example, right before he says our line of examination, he says this.
But why would a fire troll burn Mother's garden? And since when are Draugr so close to the house?
This means that he knows what a Draugr is and what a troll is. He even knows the name of these annoying floating eyes.
Because his
so what
mother.
is it about these guys that he doesn't recognize? I know my video title said theory, but it's more of a prediction for the next game. And here it is. In the next game, Kratos and Atreus will find themselves in Helheim, aided by the goddess Hel to free Fenrir. I know, it's a big assumption, but we have to keep in mind that the new series will be following the Norse mythos closer than in the Greek era. So let me do a recap of what happens in Norse mythology. First, Loki kills Balder, and Fimbulwinter starts, which is translated to 3 successive winters. Then the Asgardian gods lock up Loki and Fenrir in the underworld. With the passing of some time, they manage to escape, and they free all the giants, like Surtur and Jormungand, to start the events of Ragnarok. I believe the new series is pointing in the same direction as the original tales, although more loosely based. Now, why do I think that this little line points us in that direction? Well, the very fact that Atreus doesn't recognize them tells me that these Hellwalkers have recently appeared in Midgard out of the blue. We can also know that they are not like the Draugrs. Draugrs are just regular people who died in a dishonorable manner and were excluded to enter Valhalla. Thus, they are cursed to walk the earth like this. The Hellwalkers, on the other hand, are not cursed. They are possessed. Let's listen to what the only humans in the game say.
Now! Are they Hellwalkers? They're untouched. Look!
First, one of them asks, are they Hellwalkers? Which tells me that this is a common fear among them. He didn't ask for Draugrs or any other mythological creature. In his next statement, we see why there's this fear of Hellwalkers. He exclaims, they are untouched. From this statement, we see that he is surprised that they are not sick with this curse, meaning this is more of a plague that has taken many captive. And if we think about it, it makes sense, since all the human camps we see in the game have been left in a hurry, with all their weapons lying on the ground. I think there's substantial evidence for this idea, since we know where these guys came from. If you keep playing a little more, you will see their camp. You can tell that they've left recently, since their campfire is still emitting smoke, and all the dead bodies seem bluish as if they were attacked with ice powers. We even see another Hellwalker popping out of a house identical to the ones that turned before this, and most importantly, the ones found in Helheim.
Stay alert.
I remember what I say now.
Something else.
Now let me stop beating around the bush.
We lost Kuba, he died. I am honestly out of energy. I mean, like, the cringe has killed me. It has.
As to what happened.
It's COVID-4.
Hell possessed all of the humans in Midgard to attack Kratos and Atreus.
No!
But I don't think she did it to kill them. She was testing Atreus to see if he was really Loki.
It's because of the desolation.
Why would she care about that prophecy? Because Loki is Hel's father. This would confirm the earlier guy exclaiming, they are untouched. These two are the only mortals non-targeted by her. And yes, I know they are mostly gods, but they still have a little mortal in them. So let's assume that my theory is correct and that Hel is behind all of this. It will make the story interesting because Loki/Atreus has already met one of his kids, Jormungand. If my theory is correct, he will meet in the next game his daughter Hel. If we follow the original story in Norse mythology, is that after Loki killed Balder, the gods locked him and Fenrir in the underworld, Hel's domain, by the way.
Well, that was cringy. You're a little bit late with that.
Loki and Fenrir escaped and freed all the giants. I want to bet that Santa Monica is going to use the ambiguity of Loki's escape and say that Hel did it, because she wants to start Ragnarok. However, I do not think the game will be identical to this story. I think Kratos and Atreus will find themselves exploring Helheim and will meet the goddess Hel the same way you met Jormungand. She will always be moving them in a position that will end up releasing Fenrir, Loki's other son, causing the death of Kratos and the start of Ragnarok. We have to keep in mind that Corey has said that Jormungand is not telling you anything.
Why am I saying Jormungand? It's Jormungander. Jormungand. Don't be sorry. I be better. I keep saying Jormungand.
Son, causing the death of Kratos and the start of Ragnarok. We have to keep in mind that Corey has said that Jormungand is not telling you everything. Perhaps the 3 siblings are working on a plan to take down the gods of Norse mythology, kinda like Gaia and Kronos in past games. I don't know, it's just a thought. I know these are a lot of assumptions to get from a single line in the game,
it's crazy.
but I do think the theme of winter and cold is always present in the game. Kratos' axe is made from the breath of 20 frost trolls or something. The game ends in Fimble Winter, and more cold references. So, what do you guys think? Is my line of reasoning messed up, or is this a possibility? Let me know down there in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and share it with more God of War nerds. And maybe check out more of my videos.
No, don't check. Honestly, it's bad. I mean, there's Hellwalkers. No, so yeah, Hellwalkers begins with the desolation, not because Hell is trying to train Atreus, her father. I'm depleted, man. Oh no, I still have distorted solar system. Connor, he loves this one. Oh my god. Yep, distorted solar system. Someone said it. Yep. Okay. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. I want to keep it at 55k views. Like that's it. I don't want it. I don't want this thing to grow anymore. Just let it be there. Let's stay.
Welcome back.
I was doing that intro.
Pals and gals, I am your host, Captain Kuba.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's before I paid someone to do the channel profile.
Welcome back, pals and gals. I am your host, Captain.
So my dad took that picture of me, and I just put Captain America's shield in the back, and then Captain Kuba, but you can't even see the font that well. It is so bad. Look at the edges here. Look at this thing here. Like this is, I should really make a t-shirt of this. Like this is, I don't know, Cuba then and Cuba now or something. Like the new one has kind of the same idea, but I like to think it's a little bit better.
Cuba, and today I'm gonna be talking about God of War. I know, shocker, but what is truly shocking is what I found in Tyr's Vault, or at least what I think I found. As you know, Tyr's Vault is full of artifacts from every other mythology, like African, Chinese, and of course Egyptian. All of these artifacts fall into certain categories, like
slow the hell down.
For worship purposes, and in the case of the sword and shield, for battle purposes.
Okay, I'm gonna lower the.
Come to think about it,
don't do that! Stop doing that stupid bit.
Medusa engraved on it. Could this be Perseus' shield? But his shield was left in Greece years before. Maybe this Perseus is not the real one. Maybe there are two Perseus. Okay. Getting back to the theory. All of the items in the room.
I can't watch this. This is too much. This is too much. I can't do it.
Purpose, except this one. From the moment I saw it, I felt there was something weird about it. What is that?
What am I recording the audio with? What? Why do I sound like I'm in a bathroom? Because that's me, like, doing a playthrough of the game.
I felt there was something weird about it. What is that?
What mic am I using?
That's one of the most modern things I've seen. On my latest...
I really don't remember what mic I was using when I started my playthroughs. But it does not sound like my blue snowball.
Playthrough, I decided to really look at the items, so I used the photo mode plus the light coming from Kratos' axe to get a better view. I soon started to realize things that did not align to the characteristics of the other items in the room, like the crank on the side or the measuring marks identical to a ruler or a measuring tape, along with the bolts and also the words looking very similar to English or German, as opposed to the more hieroglyphic looking ones in the room. From a quick glance, the item looks more modern than the other ones, and you know how the saying goes, if it looks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. Because my friends, this is a modern item. It's a solar system model. What? Yeah, believe it or not, this is a representation of a solar system. Here we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
I forgot.
You will notice that there are some irregularities on the model from what our updated model looks like Jupiter being closer to the Sun than Mars, or Saturn not having its rings. But let's put a pin on that for now, and go back to why is it so shocking to have a solar system model in the God of War universe. After all, people in the ancient world did look to the night sky to study the astronomical patterns of the planets. But what is odd is the kind of solar system was shown here. You see, as smart as Aristotle and Ptolemy were, they did propose some bad ideas to the masses.
Like mine.
Geocentric model, which had planet Earth at the center of the universe, with the Sun, Moon, and other planets revolving around the Earth. But what we have here in this game is a heliocentric model, which had the Sun at the center of the universe. This idea only gained popularity in the 1600s, when Galileo Galilei proved it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Now, there may be someone who's into the history of scientific discoveries and is ready to point out that there were people before Galileo who proposed the heliocentric
What am I
model,
saying?
like Nicholas Copernicus,
Slow
or even
down.
older, Aristarchus of Samos, who proposed the idea as early as the 2nd century BC. So maybe someone before the 1700s did the model for Tyr. No need to mention time travel. But to that imaginary statement, I have two counter-arguments. Number one, if we assume for a second that the God of War events truly did happen sometime in history, we would have to assume that it was a really long time ago. An era of zero scientific interest. This is the time when people thought the Earth was on top of a giant turtle. So even if the game had given us a geocentric model with planet Earth at the center of the universe, it would still be amazingly scientific because God of War takes place before the BC era, if that makes any sense. But
No,
the
it
game went
doesn't.
one step
I mean,
ahead and gave
I
us
guess.
a heliocentric model. But my friends...
I'm speaking so fast in the video I can barely understand myself. So I think how it goes is that so Aristotle and other guys proposed that the Earth was at the center of the universe. They were wrong. Yeah, okay, so they were wrong. It's actually heliocentric. The sun is at the center of the universe. And that's exactly what we see in this box in Tyr's temple. So that means this box came from the 1700s. So it came from the future.
This is no ordinary heliocentric
I'll explain
model.
later.
For example, let's analyze how many planets that Aristarchus of Samos counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now Copernicus in the 1500s counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And lastly, Galileo from the 1600s counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's count how many we have in the God of War model.
Who's your dealer?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hit the dramatic plot twist reveal sound effect.
See?
There are 7 planets in this solar system. Why is that? Since the time of Aristarchus of Samos proposed the idea of a heliocentric universe, he always counted 6. Copernicus also, and even Galileo with the help of a telescope, only counted 6. It wasn't until 1781 when William Herschel discovered a 7th planet, Neptune. You know, come to think about it, Neptune is the god of the sea.
Don't do that. Don't stop doing that
Maybe
bit.
he wants to take revenge for killing Poseidon, god of the sea. Okay, sorry. Anyway,
Kuba lost his sanity. Oh my god.
The addition of the 7th planet to the model grounds this item even further in time, to the 1700s. And if you look at astronomical equipment from the 1700s, you will see that they look very similar. I personally couldn't find this item, but if you do, please leave a comment below explaining what this is. But I think there's a reason why I couldn't find an item identical.
It's the Antikythera mechanism. I wasn't aware of that thing back when I made the video. So I kept calling it a solar system, but it's called the Antikythera mechanism.
To this one. I think whoever brought the solar system model is a time traveler from the...
Yeah, let's go back, because now I'm going to get into the time travel theory.
But I think there's a reason why I couldn't find an item identical to this one. I think whoever brought the solar system model is a time traveler from the 1700s, but not the 1700s that we know of. He would have to come from an alternate reality.
Of course.
Remember when I pointed out that the planets seem different from our updated solar system? Like Mars being further from the sun than Jupiter, or Saturn not having its rings? Well, this solar system is out of whack, and there's already a bit of this idea.
Out of whack.
Corey has said that when Atreus gets mad, the universe starts to go out of balance, represented with the sky turning red, ash falling, and even thunder striking. This will only get worse by the time Ragnarok arrives.
Oh, I can tell you a thing or two about
I like how I'm actually having fun with this video. I like how I make a crazy theory. I'm like, oh, okay. So this solar system, a time traveler brought it from the 1700s, right? But this is not the 1700s we know of. It's an alternate timeline, 1700s.
family matters.
Let me guess. Your brother isn't as talented as you, and his work is junk.
Those things are accurate. Your point?
It's all you ever talk about, over and over. Do something about it or shut up already.
I see.
Yeah, we're sick of hearing about little people's little problems.
Were you smoking? That's the sad thing. I've never done drugs in my life. I swear to God, I've never done drugs.
Or even worse, if Santa Monica decides to use a concept for the ending of the series proposed by David Jaffe, one of the original God of War creators, where it has all of the other mythologies come to fight each other. The end result could be
what am I talking about now?
And given that Tyr was a god who liked to keep the peace at all costs, it seems only natural for a time traveler from an alternate 1700s
of course
would come back in time and gift him this solar system.
Of course.
To remind him of what could happen if he does not act properly. And it's not like the idea of time travel is too far-fetched, since the game mentions that Jormungand came back in time, or the fact that the series is being directed by the legendary Cory Balrog.
I called him Balrog again. I called him Cory Balrog. I wonder when I learned that his name was Barlog.
Not like the idea of time travel is too far-fetched, since the game mentions that Jormungand came back in time, or the fact that the series is being directed by the legendary Cory Balrog, who introduced time travel in his first God of War game. Guys, time travel is happening whether you like it or not. But come on, it's time travel. Who doesn't like it? So in conclusion, here's what the theory looks like. Someone in the 1700s woke up one day, tired of all the problems the planet was suffering, like glass raining down on Earth, or water vaporizing in seconds.
What?
Realizing that he couldn't do anything about the problems, he decided to go to the source of the problem, the past. So he created a solar system model with a crank and measurements to calculate the trajectory of planets. He then proceeded to use a time-traveling machine to go back to the period God of War takes place in. He gave Tyr the solar system and explained to him that if he did nothing about it, future generations would have to deal with glass raining down from the sky or water vaporizing in seconds. And given that Tyr is a noble, caring, and just god, he decided to go to different mythologies and explain to them to keep the peace. Because if war broke out between the different mythologies, the end results could be catastrophic. But along the way, something happened to Tyr. No one knows what happened to him, whether he's dead or alive. A few years later, Kratos and Atreus came across Tyr's vault and found the solar system. The end.
Alright, let me explain the theory for those of you who did not get it. So, in an alternate timeline, in the 1700s, a scientist... Okay, let me go back here. So this is an alternate timeline in the 1700s. This is not the same world we have right now. In this world, apparently glass is raining from the sky, okay? And water vaporizes very quickly, okay? So a scientist realizes that this all started in the past when, I don't really know what I said, when the pantheons fought against each other or something, or with Ragnarok, okay? So the scientist's solution is to go back in time. Why does he give him the soul? I really don't know. People should start making lore videos about these lore videos I did. Again, I swear to God, I did not smoke any pot. This one, honestly, this wins the worst theory in my channel.
So there you have it, guys. My craziest theory so far. What do you think? Is it a solar system model? Could it have been given to Tyr by an 18th century time traveler? Whatever your take is, I want to read it down in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a like and share it on social media. It really helps the channel grow.
Again, like, this is... The whole video could have been stopped if I had known that that was... And I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, shit, I'm not even writing anything. Yeah, this thing. People in the comment quickly let me know that it was this thing. It was an old computer. It had nothing to do with this. I don't think it had anything to do with the solar system. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Anyway, see, this is why I say that I'm kind of scared of Cory Barlog subbing to my channel, because he could theoretically watch all of these videos, and I sound insane. Alright, distorted solar system. I'm not going to watch that anymore. I'm done. No, I'm not going to type PUR. No. Which one do you guys want left? Which one? I can't even speak. I'm depleted. It's a calendar. Yeah, so yeah, it has something to do with the solar system. Sigmund and Gunther. I'm dead. I'm dead. I can't deal with Sigmund and Gunther now. Gunther. Oh shit, that's such a... It has 84,000 views. Why does it have so many? Why?
Well, searching for videos...
Wait, what's the percentage of all the videos? I've made a lot more videos. They're on the worst videos are on the lesser side. When I say bad videos, I mean like in terms of theory, they're on the lower side, I guess. But still, there's too many.
Snippets for my last theory about the origins of the Hellwalkers. I found something weird that's probably not.
Hey, Demon, I'm not ignoring you. I didn't see your comment.
Here I come to make a much bigger deal about it. Now that I have that in place, here's what I want to say about this theory. It's huge.
Oh my god, I had a Donald Trump joke. I didn't even know I started making videos when Donald Trump was president. Because I'm saying it's huge, like Donald Trump says.
Here I come to make a much bigger deal about it. Now that I have that in place, here's what I want to say about this theory. It's huge. No, but all joking aside, what I found is at least interesting, and here it is. And here it is.
What did I say? And here it is. And here it is. What was that? Okay, I can't look. Okay. And here it is. And here it is.
What I found is at least interesting, and here it is. And here it is. When Kratos and Atreus meet the only humans in the game, one of
in
them
the what? In the game?
By their names.
Whatever.
And here they are.
Sigmund, your knives.
I should say that when doing the Google search, their names came out spelled with a minor different letter. For Sigmund, the E was dropped, and for Gunther, the H was added. I don't think this is a big deal since Norse names have a bunch of different ways of translations. For example, the character Gunther can also be spelled as Gunnar, and Sigurd, another character I'll talk later, can be spelled as Siegfried.
Another character I'll talk
Corey
later.
Just trying to throw
that I'll talk about.
Now, before I tell you who these guys are in relation to the Norse legends, I want to point out that it's really unlikely that the developers of any game would give names to two grunts of a group of enemies that will last about 3 minutes and have no importance to the plot of the game. Think about it. There has never been a grunt from the God of War games singled out by giving him a name. They're always addressed as a group. It's always the Draugrs, the Undead Legion, the Hellwalkers, and so on. Also, while searching for their stories, I noticed something interesting. These are not two random characters. These are family names, and they've had interactions with each other. So this only adds to the suspicion to their inclusion in the game. But anyways, who are these guys? Well, I'll give you the backstory of Sigmund because he's the foundation for these two characters. So sit back, grab some popcorn, because this is more complicated than a Spanish soap opera. It all starts with Volsung, who's the father of Sigmund and Signy, and many other sons, but they don't really matter. Anyways, Signy marries the king of the Gotlands, and while at the wedding feast, Odin
the background music is too loud.
An old man and plunges the sword Graham into a tree, and proclaims that whoever can pull it out can keep it as a gift. Everyone takes their turn, including the king, but Sigmund is the only one capable of pulling it out, and this makes the king
pulling it out.
So he offers Sigmund to buy it off his hands, but he refuses. So after 3 months have passed, the king invites all of the Volsung clan to his kingdom and kills Volsung and imprisons all of his sons, including Sigmund. The king orders his werewolf mother, yes, that's right, to kill one of his brothers each night. She kills all of them until Sigmund is the only one who remains. Then Sigmund's sister Signy covers her brother's face with honey so that when the werewolf comes to kill him, it starts licking the honey off his face. And Sigmund sees an opportunity to kill the werewolf, so he bites her tongue off and kills it. After the escape, Sigmund moves to the forest to plan his revenge against the king. After a long period of time, his sister Signy shapeshifts and sleeps with her own brother. She gives birth to a son and they name him Siftoli. He proves to be a worthy warrior, so Sigmund...
That sounds like an Italian pasta. Siftoli. We're gonna have some siftoli with tomato sauce. Yo, Mighty Fox, thank you so much, man. Hey, Kuba, The Last Fallen God is coming out tomorrow. Don't forget it. Tomorrow? What do you mean tomorrow? It comes out the 9th. Also, what's your opinion about the whole Fallen God comics? They're kind of meh right now.
Assigns him as his partner in the revenge plan for his father Volsung. Later, they keep on killing other clans and making a living out of it. They also come upon men sleeping in cursed wolf skins, and once they kill them, they wear the...
This is the thing. Yeah, Nick, I don't really know. I think I'm telling the story of Sigmund and Gunther in Norse mythology, but it's so bad.
Skins and turns them into werewolf. It's a weird story.
What are you talking about?
Now, here's where it starts to get all soap opera-like. So first, Sigmund marries a woman named Borghild.
Who the hell is following this?
He kills Borghild's brother because they were competing for another woman. Later, Borghild avenges his dead brother by killing Simtuli. I guess Sigmund didn't like his wife killing his own son, so he married another woman named Hjordi. I told you, straight up soap opera. After Sigmund faces against an old man and turns out to be Odin in disguise, he shatters the sword Graham and dies at the hands of his enemies. As he dies, he tells his wife Hjordi that she's pregnant with a son that will put the pieces of the sword Graham together to make a great weapon. And the son's name is Sigurd. Now, does it make sense to say that the segment mentioned here is the same one as the one from the Norse legends?
I don't know.
There just isn't enough.
I don't know what I'm saying. I really don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to prove that the segment here is the one from the story. Why?
Information about him. The only thing that correlates to the one from the story is that he lives in a forest. Plus, if we follow the full story, we will notice that Sigmund and Gunther are a generation apart, meaning Gunther knows Sigmund's son, Sigurd, instead. Now, this is not a speculation on my part.
Oh my god, I smell time travel.
Soap opera story like the one
I smell time travel. I don't remember the theory, but it's like they're a generation apart. I'm smelling time travel. Oh fuck.
Just read. So if you want, you can read it once you finish the video. But there is a section of the story that mentions how Sigurd helps Gunther get a wife, none other than the Valkyrie Brumhild. And no, I checked, she's not among the one Kratos gently ripped the wings off of. If one of these guys is the actual Gunther from the story and you killed him, Brumhild would be pretty happy because she hated him. So could we have a Valkyrie as an ally in the next game? I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just mentioning that these are not all the Valkyries from the Norse legends. And I'm sure one of them would want to give Odin a piece of her mind for locking up her sisters in these cursed bodies. The other character of importance is Sigurd, because Sigurd is the warrior that kills the dragon Fafnir. And if you bother yourself to play some of the side missions of the game, you'll notice that Kratos releases the dragon Fafnir into the open.
I swear to God, I don't know what I'm saying in the theory. I don't understand it. Not even I understand it. Again, thank you so much for subbing, you guys. I really don't deserve it, especially back then.
Now this could be the events that sets in motion the fight between Sigurd and Fafnir. I think this has more of a probability of happening because Corey himself has said that even these seemingly meaningless side missions will have an effect on the overall story of the series. Hear that, Assassin's Creed?
What's the joke? I don't get it.
I hope.
Oh, because the side quests are gonna be important. Even back then, I was cracking jokes at AC Unity.
Meaningless side missions will have an effect on the. This has more of a probability of happening because Corey himself has said that even these seemingly meaningless side missions will have an effect on the overall story of the series. Hear that, Assassin's Creed? But honestly, I hope that Sigurd becomes a boss battle. You know how much I love a good boss battle, and Sigurd checks all the boxes for a cool one. Capable warrior, and has one of the most powerful swords in all of Norse mythology. But then again, the events that take place between Sigurd and Fafnir are dated to the 4th century AD, quite ahead of the pre-migration era of the series.
Time travel.
But these are the kind of problems one has to face when time travel is involved. Sure, it seems impossible that these guys are back in time, but Mimir has said that something changed when Kratos killed Baldur. He mentions that Fimbulwinter wasn't expected for 100 winters.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
So in the same way the events of the Volsung clan can be pushed back in time too, time is really flexible in Norse mythology, guys. Another explanation for their names being here is that Santa Monica is teasing some sort of DLC content or future spin-off. As you know, the new God of War has sold like hotcakes, and it would make sense to squeeze some more money out of it by giving us the story of Sigurd, one of the greatest warriors in Norse mythology, with the purpose to further build up the mythology. This to me seems the most unlikely, but you never know. Right now you may be asking yourself, so what's the conclusion? And honestly, there is none. I only know two things. Number one, these are not common Viking names. Like if you made a game about Kuba and named one of its characters, I don't know, Roberto, I couldn't make a big deal out of it because there's a lot of people named like that. And number two, their names represent family clans, which have had interactions with each other. You see what I mean? This is not random. There is a purpose to Corey's madness. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, what did you guys think? Could this be Sigmund and Gunther from the Norse legends? Let me know in the comments below.
So
Sorry if I was too open.
So the theory is that Sigurd and Gunther came back from time. To do what? To do what? Oh my god. I have a theory. As to why people sub to me in the first place. Are you ready for this? There's a large group of God of War fans now that when God of War became a thing, God of War 2018 became a thing, didn't know too much about Norse mythology. And in these videos, I sound very confident that I know what I'm talking about. And I think people just assumed what I was talking about. They're like, oh god, this guy is awesome. But I'm just mixing up things and time travel. It's just a freaking mess, man. Alright. Sigmund and Gunther, goodbye, man. God damn it. Who blew the horn? Oh god, it's the Moody theory. Which one do you guys want? We're almost done. We're almost done. I literally believed every theory you uploaded. See? That's what I mean right there. I've never once thought that you were awesome. Thank you, Nick, for that. I'm actually afraid that I'm gonna lose a lot of subscribers now. Everyone blew the horn. Okay, who blew the horn? Okay. Oh, I made two. This one's actually okay. The theory itself is not that bad. I don't. That one is okay. This is the weird one, and this one is not really bad.
So then you gotta.
Oh crap! I feel like this was one of my first God of War videos post playing the game. Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like this was my first God of War theory after I played the game. Because God of War came out in April 20th, right? Yeah, and then yeah. So it was very close. So yeah, June 1st, okay.
So the new God of War game has been out for a month and a half now, and the director has gone on record saying that the game contains many clues that point to the future story of the series. But instead of looking for them, I've been drooling over cool little details of the game. Do they really break off? But I think that moment that jumps out as a complete mystery is the trumpet call.
Somebody just called the serpent.
Somebody just called the serpent.
It is obvious that the developers have left this part purposely ambiguous to have some wiggle room in the future games as to who did it. I'm sure that it will end up being a completely new character like Nijord or Atreus.
I said Nijord instead of Njord. Nijord. Oh god, is the trumpet sound effect in this video? I don't remember.
I'm sure that it will end up being a completely new character like Nijord or Atreus from the future. Whoa, that would be a cool theory. But anyways, I'll try and work it out from the content we have. So without further ado, the mystery person who sounded the trumpet was Moody, attempting to kill Jormungandr to deflect the shame caused by failing to protect his brother Magni.
Failing? I said failing. Hold on.
Failing to protect his brother Magni.
Oh, I get it.
Let me explain. The main reason Magni and Moody are... Moody, attempting to kill Jormungandr to deflect the shame caused by failing to protect his brother Magni. Let me explain. The main reason Magni and Moody are in Midgard is to...
Okay, let me explain why I said Moody, okay? That, I blame my Spanish accent for it, because in English, when you have two O's, it sounds like moo. Like, ooh. Like, it has the ooh sound. But in Spanish, two O's is still oh. Moody, right? Moody. Yeah, exactly. So, O's in Spanish sound the same, whether there's two or three, okay? O is always going to be O. But in English, you have O if it's one O, and then oo if it's two O's. So that's what threw me off.
To help Baldur find this alleged giant walking about the realm, aka Kratos. As you know, the two brothers engage in a fight, and it doesn't end well for Magni.
Back. It's too loud, Kuba.
Now, right after this, we see his brother Moody two more times, at Tyr's temple and inside the mountain, all beat up. Now, the assumption that every player will make is that Thor beat him up, simply because Atreus says this.
My own father called me a coward.
Looks like he did more than that.
But we have to notice that Moody doesn't respond to that assumption. It is also improbable that Thor beat up Moody, since it could have only happened in two scenarios. So let's analyze them and show that they don't make much sense. Scenario number 1. Thor came from Asgard to Midgard to give Moody a good old Asgardian spanking. If this is the case, why didn't just Thor go around Midgard looking for Kratos and Atreus to kill them, since he's the only one qualified to take down a titan like Kratos? Since this epic fight didn't happen, we can conclude that Thor didn't visit Moody in Midgard. Scenario number 2 is that Moody went to Asgard and Thor beat him up there. But this scenario runs into a wall when we realize that the tower to Asgard is locked. And you may say, yeah, It's locked to the player, but not to a god. But we have evidence that these gods don't have easy access to other realms, since Baldur, the most beloved gods of Norse mythology, has to fight Kratos for his Bifrost to travel to Jotunheim. It is safe to make the assumption that these three gods have been locked in Midgard for hundreds, even thousands of years.
Nope.
Regardless of the improbability of these two scenarios, we have to face the fact that Thor and Moody had a conversation. Now, how is this possible since they weren't physically present? That's easy. This is a world of magic, where communication across realms can be easily achieved, or even have a throwback hologram conversation like in God of War 2. Now, why do I think that Moody tried to kill Jormungandr? Well, right before the brothers, we hear them talking about not disappointing father.
Focus and help me. Can't disappoint father.
Now, how do you think Thor felt when one of his sons died and Kratos and Atreus got away? Pretty disappointed. So the next logical step for Moody is to try and rectify one of his wrongs. So he attempts to kill Kratos, and well, let's just say that Kratos makes sure that his stomach hurts for a long, long time. So now Moody sees himself in a pickle. Number one, he failed to protect his brother. Number two, he failed his main missions to stop Kratos twice. The only thing that would begin to appease his father's anger is if he kills Thor's longtime nemesis, Jormungandr. So he sounds the trumpet.
I keep changing the pronunciation of Jormungandr. Jormungand. I don't know what I'm saying.
Fight him.
The horn's back. I mean the trumpet.
And all the time that Freya is tending to...
Let me go back. Okay, that's where I explained the theory.
To appease his father's anger is if he kills Thor's longtime nemesis, Jormungandr. So he sounds the trumpet to fight him. And all the time that Freya is tending to Atreus, Moody and Jormungandr are going at it. But this
they're going at it.
Failure since the snake is the size of a realm. So he crawls back into the cave for protection when he sees Kratos and Atreus walking about, and Atreus finally puts an end to his misery.
That's what I said to your mother, right before I gave it to her.
So what did you guys think? Does this make sense, or do you think it's too crazy? Let me know in the comments below.
So I'll be honest, this theory is not the craziest one, because I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, think about it. So Modi, I gotta be careful not to say Moody now. Modi went to Asgard and told Thor what had happened with Magni, and Thor beat him up there. And then he went back in the travel bridge and came back to Midgard, walked all the bridge, and went up to the mountain. That doesn't seem likely. So the theory is not that crazy. It also makes sense that Jormungandr beat up Modi if they did fight. But I don't believe it, because the main reason I don't believe it is because Cory Barlog is teasing like the who blew the horn thing as really important. There's no way in hell that in the next game they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it was Modi. He tried to fight with the snake. That's it. It's not really important. There's no way they're gonna do that. It's gonna be someone really important. Umar, thank you so much for the congrats, man. Thank you. All right, so, all right, who blew the horn? All right. This one, I actually somewhat believe it. I'm going to have to do some research on that. I was actually thinking of doing this again. We can watch it again. I'm going to be quiet throughout this one. Which one do you guys want to watch? We only have 3 left. Odin's kills Kratos before Ragnarok. Okay, we can watch that. Okay. Boom.
So this is probably another bird.
Hold on,
All
right.
The serpent stayed and grew.
Okay, I do remember the intro of this one, and I have to say that I liked it. I was really proud of this intro. It's not that bad.
The serpent stayed and grew so large, he now spans all of Midgard. They've hated each other ever since, destined to kill each other come Ragnarok.
You believe in Ragnarok?
Oh, God, I just realized this was the only video that I did Spanish subtitles for. I remember that. Like, that's in Spanish. It's the only video that I did subtitles for in Spanish, and then I stopped because it was just way too hard. It took me like 3 hours to make them, so I stopped doing that. And eventually in the future, I think I'll pay someone to provide subtitles, maybe in Hindu or other languages. I don't know.
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
Even if he can't prevent Ragnarok, he still hopes to learn enough details to influence the outcome. When the sun and moon grew mutinous and stood still, Odin put Skoll and Hati to use. With his
I know Spanish,
magics, he cast the wolves to the heavens, and they began their chase. And long shall they chase, but not endlessly. For it is foretold that someday Skoll and Hati will catch and devour their prey.
And that day shall be Ragnarok. It's not a bad intro, it's pretty good. Yeah, YouTube has auto subtitles for English, not other languages. That's what sucks about it. If I do get subtitles in other languages, I'm gonna have to pay for them.
Alright, so Ragnarok, the end times of Norse mythology, where all the gods will fight against the giants to the death. Odin will be killed by Fenrir, Thor will kill Jormungand while simultaneously getting poisoned by him. Freyr will fight Surtur. In simple terms, it's going to be a bloodbath, perfect for the God of War series. And from my content, you can see that I've covered a lot of topics, but none as important as Ragnarok. Cory Barlog himself has hidden the message Ragnarok is coming in a series of tweets. Check out my friend's Das Focus videos to see it in action. And if you're check out his channel.
That's when I gave the Focus a shout out. I remember that now.
Another God of War YouTuber. Really good content. Anyways, the message can also be deciphered from the runes engraved on the boat in the 1-year anniversary theme. So it's clearly important, but sadly that's all we know. Until now.
I remember the Focus and I started making God of War videos at the same time. He kind of wanted to do his own thing, so I think, yeah, he stopped making God of War videos for now at least. I think he stopped completely. But the Focus and I started off doing God of War videos at the same time, I think. So we were kind of buddies, like we talked to, we're still friends. We used to talk on Facebook and stuff. So yeah, anyway.
I actually don't know if fans have noticed the detail I'm gonna show you guys. At least I haven't seen it shown in any videos, but here we go. In a mural found in
Mural? What? What did I say? Mural? Not mural.
Detail I'm gonna show you guys. At least I haven't seen it shown in any videos, but here we go. In a mural found in Alfheim, the story of the sorceress Groa. The link for the full story will be in the description below. But to be brief, she had these magical tomes that allowed her to see the future. One day Odin showed up to her home, killed her, and stole her magical tomes just to get a glimpse of the future. This of course is keeping with his characters, as he's a paranoid psychopath who will do anything to gain the upper hand in Ragnarok. While the story of Groa given to us through the promotional content does not tell the listener what Odin saw, the mural found in Alfheim gives us a few clues of what will happen, and they are really good. Let's start with the obvious, the two wolves, Skoll and Hati. It is said that they chase the sun and the moon without stop. Once they catch them, Ragnarok will begin. Mimir told us that Odin released them already, so they are clearly on the move. Not much else can be said about them. Now, who will be fighting at Ragnarok? On the right side of the mural, we see two figures using bow and arrows, and 2 foot soldiers marching towards the enemies. These are probably giants, which brings into question the ending of God of War 4, as the player is told that the giants are dead with the exception of Jormungand and Loki.
The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
So what exactly is going on here? Are there more giants hiding? Will Kratos and Atreus find a way to resurrect them? We don't know, but it seems Santa Monica is leading towards a depiction of Ragnarok found in the Procedas, one that has the giants fighting against the gods, which brings us to the left side of the mural. Now this is where things get really interesting.
This was not that bad.
Thor wielding his famous Mjolnir, which points to the likelihood of not having...
I mean, I'm speaking a little bit fast, but not as fast as before, and it's not... The music is on point. I'm not saying too much of crazy things, I think.
...as a boss in the next game. The reason I say this is because Ragnarok seems like the final event for this new set of games.
Hey Pratam, I see you, what's up?
And I believe we will at least get 3 games in Norse mythology. So if Thor is seen in the Ragnarok mural, we will probably be fighting someone else in the next game. But I'm not gonna spend too much time on Thor.
Who are you? I'm not gonna spend too much time on Thor, yet I proceed to show a purposeless cutscene of him. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you did it for the ads. And I have done that before when I was very close to reaching the time where I can have another ad in the video. I would do that to just get another ad, right? But the thing is, I did this video very early on. It was before YouTube changed the time of the ads. Before it was, you had to make a video longer than 10 minutes. And then they changed it to 8. But this video was done when it was during the 10-minute video thing. I'm not making much sense. So it doesn't make any sense why I had this cutscene here. It serves no purpose. So it's not. I didn't really get any extra revenue from it. It was just dumb. Drake Horton, man, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome.
Next, we have a man holding what looks to be a
that transition, though. I just get to it.
Next, we have a man holding what looks to be a horn, the Gila horn to be exact, which obviously leads me to think that this god is Heimdall. So rejoice, God of War fans, we kinda have a confirmation of Heimdall. Next, we have a bird that's about to be hit by an arrow shot from the giant's side. At first, I thought it was one of Odin's ravens, but the thing is that every time Odin's ravens are depicted, they come in threes or couples, never just one, like we see in the Gate to Asgard, or even the same mural. So this is probably another bird that has a battle mentality. I still don't think...
A battle mentality? That's such a weird thing to say. It has a battle mentality? Why just not say he's a warrior? A battle mentality? That's such a weird thing to say.
But the thing is that every time Odin's ravens are depicted, they come in threes or couples, never just one, like we see in the Gate to Asgard, or even the same mural. So this is probably another bird that has a battle mentality. I still don't think it's the one found in Helheim because he helped us get out of the cold. So leave a comment below with your theories as to who this bird could possibly be, because I honestly don't have a clue. Now let's start with the really good stuff. Freya. When I saw this, I freaked out. It is so obviously her. The boar gives it away for the most part. If you saw my theory on the boar, you would remember I said that it could be Freyr in disguise. This mural makes me think otherwise, because we see him fighting in Ragnarok itself. This is a battle boar commonly known as Gullensbursti, who belonged to the god Freyr. Now, while Freyr is not seen in the mural...
See, that is odd about the boar, because Hildisvini is not really... I don't think he fights necessarily. He's mostly a peaceful character. He's like Mimir, actually, before he got turned into a boar. So why is he in Ragnarok? So I'm confused about the boar, to be honest with you.
I do believe Freya somehow got hold of his weapons. First we have Gullensbursti, and then we have his sword, one of the most powerful weapons in all of Norse mythology. A sword that's able to fight by itself. We might have actually gotten a glimpse of it in God of War 4. Of course it was sheathed because Freya was unable to use it for lack of her Valkyrie wings, which were taken by the Old Father himself. Perhaps she teamed up with her ex just to see the ghost of Sparta pay for what he did to Baldur, and you know, all of those curses too.
I will rain down every agony, every...
The boar is Thanos. And yeah, you become a member by clicking the blue join button. If it's not there, it's because you don't have it in your country.
From every corner of every realm,
and feed your soul
to the vilest filth in hell.
Yeah, this theory is not too cringe. I don't really see it.
Now, the last one is really interesting, and I can't stress that enough. It's really interesting, you guys. First of all, it appears that my dream of fighting Odin while he rides Sleipnir will become a reality. But the most interesting detail here is the weapon he's wielding, an axe. Let me build up the reveal of what you already know. Odin is known for wielding the famous Gungnir, a magical spear that when thrown would always hit its targets. He's even seen holding it when he killed Groa in the same mural. Now I tried looking up at Norse mythology axes, and the only one that came close was Forseti's axe, which would be able to bring forth islands when thrown. This could be the axe depicted here. But I don't see why would Forseti, son of Baldur, would give Odin his weapon. We don't even know if Baldur had him before, you know. So whose axe is this anyways? It could be that this is a Leviathan axe. As you know, at the end of God of War 4, we see an engraved image of Atreus holding a dying man. Maybe Odin does in fact kill Kratos and takes his weapon. After all, it was designed by the dwarves to rival Thor's Mjolnir, giving Odin the perfect motivation to take it from Kratos. This would set up a
future Atreus is the boar.
storming the halls of Asgard with an army of giants, avenging his father, and thus continuing the cycle of vengeance. I have another theory as to who the mystery man is, but I gotta say that Odin wielding an axe does make me think Kratos will die by his hand. Okay, geez, you guys don't want Kratos to die, so I'll change up the theory just for you. This is not Odin, but a Kratos that got hold of Sleipnir.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's cringy.
But what do you guys think?
It's cringy, but it's not the most cringe ever. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about this video because I'm actually thinking about remaking it. There's something I saw. Someone showed me something on Twitter that made me think about this image and how I probably have an explanation about the axe thing, but I got almost 200 people in the chat. I'm sure a lot of you guys know a lot more about Norse mythology than I do. I've done research, but does Odin ever have an axe in the mythology? Like I said in the video, he always has a spear, but I've never heard stories of Odin wielding an axe. Is that possible? Let me know. All right. And again, the video is not too bad. I actually think it's pretty good. I don't know why I thought it was cringy. Because I was actually the first one to talk about Freya fighting on the side of the Aesir. This was the first time I mentioned that.
For lack of her Valkyrie wings, which were taken by the Old Father himself.
I had never seen another YouTuber talk about Freya and fighting by the side of the Aesir in the Alpha mural. I'm actually, this video is not too bad. I like the intro though. The intro was really good. But the whole thing about Kratos being killed by Odin, I'll talk about that later. That might actually, no, that's not my next video. My next video is something else. But yeah, okay. So that one's not too bad. Odin kills Kratos before Ragnarok. Okay. How Kratos got to Midgard and why are the giants dead? Which one do you guys want to watch? This one is not, I don't think this one is cringe at all. People really love this video and no one really complained in the comments, but I know why it's wrong and I can explain why. Okay. So which one do you guys want? How Kratos got to Midgard? Okay. Alright. Okay, why don't we save how Kratos got to Midgard for the last, because it's actually the video that has the most views. Let's just watch why are the giants dead. Shit. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go pee real quick and I'll be back. Give me a sec. Ah. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Oh, you uploaded a video, Jeffrey? Awesome, man. What's it about? We heard you pee, Kuba? Oh, well. I did wash my hands, dude. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but they're kind of wet still. This is always a thing here. Like, did you wash your hands? Of course I did. Oh, you didn't see the community post I'm on? My AC was off and the guy was, it was really hot in here, so I couldn't stream.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom.
That's not a bad transition.
The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Captain Kuba here, and today I will try to provide an answer for an age-old God of War question. What happened to the giants in Jotunheim? This question has been bothering me since I played the game for the first time, and today I suspect I have a valid answer. But first we have to understand why this is an important question to begin with. Many years before the events of the game, Tyr managed to help the giants escape the wrath of Thor by taking them to Jotunheim, and also hiding their tower in the realm between realms. So if the giants made it safely into Jotunheim, why are they all dead? After all, the only enemies the giants had were the Aesir gods, and they couldn't get into Jotunheim by any means known to them. So what happened to the giants? Some fans have proposed the idea that the giants simply died of old age, but this can't be the case. If you look closely at their bodies, you will see most of them have weapons near their hands and even their blood splatter on the mountains. Clearly a battle took place in Jotunheim and the giants lost. But who were they fighting? Not only do I believe they were fighting the Aesir gods, but I believe they were fighting the famous Ragnarok battle. As evidence, I would like to remind you that the only context in which all the giants die in Norse mythology is during the Battle of Ragnarok. But how is this possible, since Baldur's death signified the start of Fimbulwinter, followed by Ragnarok? Well, do you remember what Mimir told Kratos when they went to Helheim? Here, I'll play it for you again.
So, yeah, the main theory... Okay. Just keep this in mind, okay? The problem with this theory is that I tried to mix... God of War is going to be really confusing, I keep saying this, because it has time travel, but on top of time travel, it also has time dilation between realms. So what I was trying to do in this theory is provide an answer... No, not provide... I was trying to merge time travel with time dilation. I tried to do it, but the more you think about it, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work, okay? No matter... Time dilation is... You can travel to the future, but you can never travel to the past, okay? Anyway, so that's what I'm going to try and prove, and it doesn't work. It sounds good, and I thought it did, but the more I thought about it, no, there's something wrong about this. The time travel and time dilation are going to be two separate things in the game. It's going to be confusing, but they're two separate things. Okay.
Time doesn't move the same between all realms, especially where the spirit world is concerned.
Like the light of Alfheim.
The opposite, in fact. The Lake of Souls feels faster than Alfheim time, but Hell is much slower than Midgard. Sorry, I'm sure that's confusing.
So apparently time is experienced differently in each realm. The same applies to Jotunheim. When Kratos and Atreus return to Midgard, Mimir says the following.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize.
So if Mimir thinks more time has passed since Kratos and Atreus went to Jotunheim, then it means time passes faster in Jotunheim than it does in Midgard. We don't know exactly how much faster, but as an example, let's just say that 20 minutes in Jotunheim equals to 4 weeks in Midgard. First of all, this means that time travel to the future is possible in the God of War universe. For a funny example, imagine Atreus is looking forward to the release date of Cyberpunk 2077, but sadly he has to wait a full month until the game comes out. Now, he could wait a month in Midgard until the game releases, but if he really wanted to play the game that same day, he could simply go to Jotunheim for 20 minutes, and when he'd returned to Midgard, a month would have gone by without him noticing. But how does this apply to the dead?
That aged really bad, yeah.
Well, this is where it's going to get confusing. I believe the Jotunheim we went to is the Jotunheim from the previous timeline, the one where Ragnarok already happened. This would be the famous fight in which Jormungandr was sent back to the past. This would change how we view the mural at the end of the game. Instead of thinking the mural predicts the future, it could be that it's simply telling the story of what already happened from the giant's point of view. If you think this is crazy, wait until you hear my next point. I believe Kratos and Atreus arrived in Jotunheim only after a day or two had passed since the Battle of Ragnarok
Kuba's fake
had
news.
taken place. I say this because their bodies are still fresh. They haven't decomposed like the giants' remains we see in Midgard. Once again, this is possible because time in Jotunheim goes faster than in Midgard. So let's say while the Battle of Ragnarok took only 3 hours to be completed, Kratos and Atreus completed their 30-hour journey just in time to witness the aftermath of the Ragnarok battle.
See, that's the problem right there. They just witnessed the aftermath. So that means that Thor and Baldur, like I'm going to say in the video, they all fought in Ragnarok. But there's no proof of that. There's just no proof. They're trying to get inside Jotunheim. That part is iffy. That's the problem.
I can already see the comments refuting my theory, but I honestly think we're making a lot of assumptions when it comes to timelines in the story. So to make it simpler, just forget everything Mimir told us about the Aesir gods, because these stories could very well have taken place in the first timeline, the one we never experienced. So if we do this, what do we really know about the Aesir gods? We only know that they're after the last giant. That's all we know for sure. Now I want to show you 2 moments that could prove Ragnarok already happened for the Aesir gods. First is seen after Magni's death. This is Modi's reaction.
No! How did you...
Yo, Celtic, what's up?
You can tell Modi found this event surprising. Now this could be because he didn't know Kratos was a god killer, but his surprise could also be as a result of a prophecy being changed. You see, Magni and Modi are one of the few gods that survive Ragnarok. If this fight with Kratos takes place after a victorious Ragnarok battle, then Modi will surely be surprised at Magni's death, because Kratos once again changed prophecy.
You've changed something. prophecy didn't count on you.
Later, Modi says something else that caught my attention.
You ruined everything. I earned that fucking hammer.
He says to Kratos, I earned that hammer. This is also something that happens after the events of Ragnarok.
I'm actually starting to get... I'm starting to get convinced by it again. That's what I mean. It's a good video, but there's I have to think really hard. Like, what's wrong with it again? I mean, it all seems good now.
I will earn the hammer. For him, the hammer is pretty much his, since the Battle of Ragnarok already took place. And the last thing he needed to do for the Aesir gods was capture the last giant. This means that the Aesir gods aren't simply trying to stop Ragnarok from happening, but they're trying to stop it from happening again. So I guess the story for the next game...
That's the problem. They're trying to stop Ragnarok from happening again. There's no... The problem is that... I'm thinking. Because... Your mic is kind of loud. Sorry. I'll stand back. Who says again that Odin is trying to get access into Jotunheim? Is it Mimir? Because Mimir is unreliable. We never actually hear from the... I think I'm getting convinced by it again.
Similar to God of War 2. Kratos and Atreus will find a way to turn back time and bring back the giants to life for another go at the Battle of Ragnarok. Now, I know you're ready to write your comments disproving my crazy time travel theory, but the truth is, you can do that with almost anything. Even an amazing movie like Endgame has plot holes. So before you take apart my theory, I'm gonna have to ask you this question. If the giants made it safely into Jotunheim, who killed the giants? In my theory, I used time relativity and a previous timeline. Two things that are already confirmed in the series. If you can do better than I did, I will admit it. Hell, I'll even make a video explaining your theory. Now, as the final nail in the coffin, I'm going to show you a video in which Cory Barlog responds very suspiciously to his future plans for the theme of time in the series.
There's such a big theme about time, and I don't know if I fully understand it. I gotta like beat this game like 5 more times.
Yeah, give me a sec, Jay. Let's leave a Q&A for the end, okay?
Kratos going into the light and the time being different, and then Mimir has a line about Helheim moving slower than Midgard, and I'm just wondering. And then of course the end when Thor comes and it says years later. It's just all these elements of like, well, you know, time moves differently in places. I want to like dive deep into that. But I don't know if that's like setting up things to come or.
Yes, it is.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. There's
So
a bunch of stuff when the World Serpent talks. You have to rely on Mimir.
Yeah.
He's giving you all the information.
That's why Mimir is not reliable. So Mimir's the only one who tells us. Mimir's the only one who tells us that Odin is trying to get into Jotunheim. So we can't really believe him 100% in everything he says. Like, that might not be true. Is it possible the gods are just trying to kill the last giant to prevent Ragnarok from happening again?
And he totally doesn't.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what he's planning. But if my theory is correct, then it means time will be at...
Kuba convincing Kuba.
How this will work out remains to be seen. Cory Barlog might just change the way in which we talk about time travel. So what do you guys think? Is it possible Kratos and Atreus stumble across the aftermath of the Ragnarok battle, and that's the reason why the giants are dead? Or do you think something else happened to them? These are interesting questions that you can tackle in the comment section below. As always, I want to give a big thanks to all of my channel members. People like Stefac, Ron Solo,
thank you, Stefac,
Reap210,
Ron Solo, and Reap.
Really go above and beyond to support the channel. I would also like to
Ultra Instant Captain Kuba. Someone named himself Ultra Instant Captain Kuba.
210 to name a few.
Where is
really
it?
Go above and beyond to support.
That's funny. But yeah, okay. Because I guess I'm gonna have to replay the game again. But does Baldur or Magni or Modi at any time say we are trying to get access to Jotunheim? Does anyone from the Aesir side say that? I can't remember now. Anyway, so yeah, that video itself is not that bad. I'm still even not sure if it's true or not. What am I doing here? So, new timeline, enter Kuba, convincing Kuba. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, stop. Okay. How Kratos got to Midgard? Oh, fuck. Odin said it, I think. Odin's not in the game, though. Alright, so this is it. Yeah, it's gotta be it.
Hey guys.
Oh, God. Back to the cringe. We gotta end it on a cringe. September 17th, 2019. Nice. Alright.
Hey guys, Captain Kuba here. A few days ago, I was looking for...
I think that was the first time I said, "Hey guys, Captain Kuba here." That was when I changed my my intro, I guess. That was the first time, because "Hey guys, Captain Kuba." I did it for the first time, I think.
An awesome close-up of Magni with the purpose of making a thumbnail out of it. In the process, I found something that changes how we view the God of War universe. This, of course, has some serious implications on how Kratos got to Midgard. Before I get on with the video, let's watch the cutscene in which we find the missing panel of Tyr traveling to Jotunheim. And from there, I'll build this new understanding of the God of War universe. Ready? Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Look at that! It's the missing panel about Tyr. Odin must have stolen it. But why?
He always has his reasons. Might I have a look? Well, this is most unexpected.
Why? What does it mean?
I haven't the foggiest. Isn't that unexpected?
Head.
Look, clearly that's Tyr. Traveling somehow. Perhaps magically. But what's that to do with the giants that they should devote a shrine to it? I'm afraid that is none too clear.
What are those runes in the corners?
Not runes.
Yeah, exactly. Baldur sees Jotunheim and he didn't care. That's what I mean. Is he just trying to kill Loki, the last giant? Is the theory actually true? I actually don't know. Anyway, let's just watch this.
Symbols from different lands. They mean
War.
aye.
How do you...
This one I know too well.
In this missing panel, we see Tyr magically traveling to some location. On the four corners of the panel, we see symbols representing different pantheons. Kratos, of course, recognizes the Omega symbol, as it represents his past life as the Greek god of war. But why is it that these mythologies are shown on this panel as if they require magic to travel to them, when it's not really magical to get on a boat and go from Greece to Scandinavia? Why are they included here? Could we be wrong about how we understand the God of War universe? How exactly did Kratos arrive to this hostile Norse world? A few other things have also been bothering me since I played God of War 4. Like, how can there be multiple contradictory creation stories found in this series? Or how do sun gods from different pantheons share a single sun? Or why Jormungandr was never seen by the Greek gods if they both shared Midgard as their home? Will the Norse world be affected if Atlas releases the world from his shoulder? Why didn't the flood of God of War 3 affect the Norselands? Or how does Njord and Poseidon share the seas? I can keep going, but you see the problem, right? Having a single world that houses all pantheons at the same time would prove to be chaotic. And yet, most fans have come to believe this. I know this because a few days ago, I asked you guys to vote on two different views for the God of War universe. Option 1, all mythologies take place in the same world. And option 2, each mythology has its own galaxy. Out of 1,400 votes, 89% of you guys voted for a shared world, while only 11% of you guys voted for different galaxies. What if I tell you that 89% of you guys are wrong? I also gotta throw myself in that number because I too had that view of the God of War universe until I found this image.
This is Iman's favorite video, or favorite topic at least.
I couldn't believe it.
Pocket universes.
For people interested in finding it, you can search for it after defeating this guy. I forgot his name, alright?
It's a traveler.
Anyways, after defeating him, just scan the room with photo mode, and you will notice 3 interesting paintings that deserve to be fully analyzed. First, we have a painting that looks very similar to the traditional Norse compass. Where it deviates from the original one is in its depiction of the prongs and its inclusion of an inverted eye in the middle. The traditional Norse compass was believed to be used for travel within the Norse realms. However, this one must have been used to travel in the space between galaxies, as we see in this next image. Here we see a clear depiction of multiple galaxies, each having stars within them, and outside lines magically connecting the galaxies. My suspicion of such universe was confirmed with the third image.
This is why I don't think this is such a bad video, because these images are weird indeed. Those things do look like galaxies. I really don't get this thing. Again, yeah, Pocket Universe would be nice, but there's no evidence of that. Like, according to Fallen God, he went from Greece to Scandinavia. He didn't step in a portal. There wasn't a magical barrier. He stepped on frickin' Egypt, and that was it.
Here we see the same galaxies from a closer angle, but most importantly, we see a ship being navigated outside another galaxy. I can tell you with a 99% level of assurance that this galaxy is the Norse one, and that's because of the carvings inside the circle. On the left side, we see a wolf resting below what looks to be the sun or the moon. This could be Skoll or Hati, representing the realm of Asgard. In the middle we see a stag that most likely is Dura-proof, the stag giant who guards the entrance to Jotunheim while the giants sleep. Given his connection to the giants, I assume he represents the realm of Jotunheim. And on the very far right we see a boar, who's probably Gullensbursti, representing the realm of Vanaheim. Even though the image is not complete, I suspect all other realms were also the...
I mean, like, I still don't get the deal with this picture. This painting seems very weird. I don't really... I'm gonna make a live stream and just ask people, like, what's up with these pictures, because they are weird. I mean, like, this does seem like the Scandinavian, the Norse realm. And then why is there a boat outside of it, and then you can see the galaxies in different realms and stuff? I mean, it could be... Oh, shit, it's actually the realms. Never mind. Oh, crap. Okay, never mind. I got it. These are the other realms. Because, I mean, this is... No, maybe? I don't know. Because I thought this would be, like, these lines would be the bridge. I guess? I don't know. I really don't know, but they have stars in the middle. Like, they it seems like their own galaxy or something.
But were made impossible.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Lore hunters like myself. So if this
I already did.
the Norse world, that would mean the other galaxies we see in the image are other pantheons like Greek, Egyptian, Aztec, Japanese, African, Persian...
Look at that Jesus painting.
You may have noticed that I didn't include the word theory in the title for this video, and that's because it's not, it's a fact. Even though Cory Barlog uses the phrase same world to describe the God of War universe, he doesn't mean same planet. Here's a clip of his intro speech at a GDC conference.
But what I would talk about was the idea that all the mythologies of the world are kind of like this Hubble telescope image. They are like galaxies individually spread out throughout a complete universe. And the world is the universe. And all the mythologies are sort of origin stories of various cultures throughout the world, beginning at the beginning of time and stretching all the way out. So at any given time, all the mythologies exist together concurrently, and they are simply separated by geography. So it's important because some people had the conception that, hey, Kratos at the end of God of War 3 destroyed the world. Well, he destroyed what they believed the world was in Greece, which was their world. Everybody believed their world was the only world. In fact, we still believe that today.
I first heard this speech 4 months ago. At that time, I thought this idea was changed for the shared planet version, but it clearly wasn't. We were simply misunderstanding the meaning of the word world. While there's no question about this new understanding of the God of War universe, some details still remain a mystery. Especially the ship we see navigating outside the Norse mythology galaxy. We know that Tyr learned the secret of how to travel to different mythologies, and he's always depicted arriving on a boat. Although the Proseras don't mention such boat belonging to Tyr, we can make the safe assumption that he does in fact have one, capable of realm travel. And even though this village was known to worship Vanir gods, I have no problem believing they also dedicated a painting to Tyr. After all, he was loved by everyone, including Vanir supporters. But let's get to the main point of the video. How did Kratos travel to Scandinavia? Up until now, we simply thought Kratos picked up a backpack and started walking. It's true that Kratos walked the earth for hundreds of years, but the novel never mentions him arriving with his own 2 legs. What we get instead is a nightmare Kratos has about a past memory. To summarize the nightmare, I'll just say that after some time had passed since Kratos set on an adventure to rid himself of the curse of immortality, he found himself with his back against a rock wall, fending off 3 wolves twice his height. As one of them leapt to attack him, the shape of a woman commanding the beasts was revealed, prompting Kratos to scream. Later in the novel, it's revealed that these wolves are in fact Skoll and Hati, but most importantly, it further explains what happened in this confrontation. One of the wolves bit his thigh and dragged Kratos to these lands. We know this because Kratos confirms it in the next line. This makes me come to the conclusion that the mystery woman is Fae, because we see from the tapestry in Tyr's temple that both Fae and Tyr knew each other, so most likely he taught her how to use the doorways that lead to other pantheons. So she used that knowledge to bring Kratos with the purpose of helping the giants defeat the Aesir gods at the start of Ragnarok. By now you must be wondering about Mimir, and I gotta be honest, Mimir poses a bit of a problem with this view of the universe. He says he traveled north until he reached the Norse lands. He also seems to know a lot about the Greek pantheon. So does Freya, by the way.
You will never change.
You do not know me. I know enough. Does he?
Does he?
Boar!
Right now, my best theory is that Mimir traveled from within the Norse pantheon galaxy. As to his knowledge about Kratos' past deeds, I can say that he might have known the person who brought Tyr the vase depicting Kratos' genocide. Even though Mimir poses a small inconvenience at the moment, the evidence for the world with multiple galaxies housed in different pantheons is too much to be overlooked. Think about all the problems I brought up at the beginning of the video. Different the creation stories, the shared sun dilemma, Jormungandr not being seen by the Greek gods, Atlas affecting other pantheons if it releases the Earth, and many more. These issues can easily go away if we think of each mythology as a different galaxy within the God of War universe.
It would.
But after all this explaining, I could have simply showed you guys the cutscene where Freya confirms it.
I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
That impression was great. Boy!
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed it either. But anyways, I tried explaining it to the best of my abilities. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below.
Again.
And I'll try to reply as soon as I can.
Alright, so.
First of all, I want to thank my girlfriend, Ruhi, for helping me with the script. I truly needed help at some points. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and share it on social media. It truly helps me out a lot. If you like God of War videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of theories, top 10s, and lore videos.
God of War Cosmology has a lot of issues. It's not clear yet, because Mon says it's a pocket universe. There's no proof of that yet. I mean, yeah, in Chains of Olympus, we see the Greek world is actually flat. That's a problem if it's a single Earth thing, right? But then again, we have Mimir that knew about other pantheons since his life in Scotland. So it's like they both want to be all of them. It's not a pocket universe. It's not a shared planet. It's not different galaxies like in my theory. It's very confusing because in Fallen God, we get the transition from the Greek realm to the Egyptian one. And he just got on a boat and went to Egypt. He didn't step through a portal or anything like that. But anyway, that was the end of all my worst videos, I guess. Some of them weren't as bad as I thought. But some of them were. So the Earth is flat. According to Chains of Olympus, yeah, the Greek realm is flat. But yeah. I am depleted. How long have I been streaming for? Where is it? 3 hours! Holy crap, 3 hours. Can I ask a question now? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, J Gamer. Go for it. I'm gonna be in the chat a little bit. Oh my god, I'm so tired. And honestly, guys, thank you so much for being here. Especially those of you who were here since the very beginning. I honestly can't believe you guys stayed, okay? I had some pretty bad theories, okay? And thank you so much for putting your trust in me. Honestly, after I did this video, sorry, I'll get to your question in a sec, bro. After I did this video, I actually considered just quitting YouTube. Because people were in the comments were like, "No, you're wrong. It's a single planet," and it felt very personal. Like I can't do this. I'm just gonna go. And then after that, like, okay, no, you know what? I'm just gonna change how I do videos. And then I'm gonna try and make them better. And I'd like to think that I done that, but anyway, let me read the question Jay had for me. I know what it is. It's a video game. Exactly. It's gonna have contradictions. We have evidence. The fact that it took Kratos a week to get from the island of creation, and the fact that they all include infinite realms. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Iman. Again, like just because it takes me, I don't know, 3 days to get from Toronto to, I don't know, to New York, it doesn't mean that it's a pocket universe. It just means that it's far away. I really don't see your point there. I'm ordered that PlayStation 3 mic on eBay right now. Back then, Chains of Olympus wasn't thinking of Norse gods left. Exactly. They've retconned a lot of things. In Chains of Olympus, they had a different view of the universe. I asked David Jaffe that in the interview. I'm like, what is your idea of the universe for the God of War? And he didn't have a question. He didn't really know how the pantheons fit in the world. He just said he just wanted them in eventually. I got a theory, Cap. Go for it, Joseph. What if Atlas isn't holding the world, but just the Greek continent? That would be the most reasonable one right now. You just don't understand it, Cap. I'm pretty sure I do. I get it, dude. Like, they're pocket universe. They're separated magically. There's a sphere, and on these spheres there's pocket universes, right? Like they just do that. But that's the thing. We're talking about the space in between the pocket universes. Like Kratos just seems to. Is there a lake? Is there an ocean that you can just go from one place to another? That doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be the planet Earth we know of. Crap. I'll go back down. Imagine you're being cast at a store for Ragnarok. No way, man. That's not happening. You should give away those PlayStation 3 headphones. Honestly, I might. I still have them in Canada. I might do that. That would be pretty funny. Hey, Cap, for me, Calliope Theory is the best. I actually don't think that's that bad. I don't remember exactly, but one time when Kratos and his boy came from somewhere, a temple disappeared. It was one in Asgard. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, the whole God of War universe thing, I think they're just not gonna talk about it anymore. Bro, it took Kratos 1 week to get to the island of creation with Pegasus. That is the size of our Earth. What is the size of our Earth? What are you talking about? And each pantheon includes infinite realms according to all of the lores we've had. Okay. Not technically. In the Greek one, you can go to the Hades realm by going down a freaking chain. It's not another realm. It's still in the same location. And same with Mount Olympus. It's still on the same realm. You just go up a mountain. That's it. And I still don't get it. It took Kratos 1 week to get to the island of creation with Pegasus. That's the size of our Earth. Why the distance? I really don't get that. Again, if I go from Toronto to freaking New York on a Pegasus, okay, I'm gonna make it longer, I guess. If I go from Toronto to Cuba on a Pegasus, it'll take me what, 5 days or something? How does that prove that it's a pocket universe? I really don't get it. That the giveaway that you're talking about in the community post and the PlayStation 3 headphones. Oh, okay. I'll just do that later on. Like I don't have the headphones right here with me. The comics have been so bad if you think about it. I don't like the new comics. I'm not really. I want to read the last one just to see what they talk about, but I'm very disappointed. Do you think the Leviathan cock is the strongest weapon in God of War? Yeah. That's why the Greek flat because magic holding the Greeks. Yeah, again, you're not supposed to look at this as if it was infallible, guys. It's games. They're gonna have contradictions. It's understandable. That's not the point. That's what I means to have a pocket universe. You enter Hades, which is an infinite realm, which can also fit universes into it. Also, how do you explain Skull and Hati and eating the sun and the moon if each pantheon is in a pocket universe? I get it. I get your point, Iman. It would make sense. But there's no evidence of that yet, okay? It's a contradictory mess at the moment. It doesn't make any sense. Because, I mean, yeah, it would make sense. But, again, prove to me. That's why I kept telling you, let's wait until Fallen God comes out, okay? What I was expecting in Fallen God is that Kratos would leave the Greek pantheon. He would go in the ocean, in the Greek ocean, and he would step through a realm, through a magic door, and he's suddenly in the Greek pantheon, in the Egyptian pantheon. That didn't happen. He just went from Greece to Egypt. Unless you say the magical door is invisible, okay? You can say that, but now it becomes unfalsifiable. Okay. Each world has its own sun. Again, and you yourself literally said that their Earth is much, much bigger than ours, and we know that, which is why I said Greece is the size of our Earth, and so is Midgard. I don't get what you're confused about. What I'm confused about is that you're bringing in magic into the whole discussion. You're bringing magic into the discussion of what the universe looks like, okay? And that's fine. This is God of War. It's a magical universe. You're saying it's a pocket universe. What exactly is a pocket? It's a pocket. It's something contained in and of itself. That's fine, okay? How do you enter each pocket, okay? It has to be magical in some way. You can't just go in like... The States is not a pocket universe aside from Cuba. I can go from Cuba to the States. And that's what we see happening in Fallen God. Anyway, sorry, I missed your flat Greek theory twice. I'm sorry, let me go back. Greek is flat because Aphrodite took... Is that the one? You don't understand it, Cap. I guess I don't, man. I guess I don't. All the theorizing stuff is confusing. I'll just continue liking God of War without thinking too much. Sure. All right. That's why I stopped talking about the whole God of War universe thing. Again, Iman, I am okay if it was a pocket universe. I am okay. There's just no evidence of that. There's just not. There has to be, when Kratos went from Greece, from the Greek pantheon to the Norse one, he had to step through. Okay, I already explained to you the realm of the mortals, aka Midgard, Greece, Egypt is on the same planet, but they all have infinite magic realms and they're all solar systems. See, that's where you lose me. Okay, I'm okay with the first half. I already explained to you the realm of the mortals, aka Midgard, Greece, Egypt, is on the same planet. I'm good with that. Where you lose me is, but they all have infinite magical realms. Okay, that part I understand as well. They all have infinite magical realms. So in Midgard, you have Jotunheim, Alfheim, all of those realms that are separate from the Earth one, which would be Midgard. I get that, okay? I'm not too sure about Hades, though. But anyway, so I understand that. So they all have infinite magical realms and their own solar systems. That's where you lose me right there. Because, yeah, we live on Earth, but we all shared... Cuba and the States share the same solar system, okay? It's the same one. Are they a dome or something? Again, what happens after you step out of that pocket, what's in between pockets? That's what's confusing. There's no evidence of that. It's the size of the pantheons, the solar system that makes... I'm tired of talking about this. I'm really tired. That makes no damn sense, bro. How can they have different solar systems if they're all on the same planet? Exactly. That's where he loses me. Like, how can you say they have... The solar system is part of our mortal realm, as you call it. And Corey referred to them as a realm. I don't know. I'm with Kuba because I'm going off with Corey's plan with the story and what he does. All right, that's why I'm done talking about the whole universe thing. I'm gonna have to wait. We need a documentary of Kratos going from Greece to Scandinavia, I guess. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Anyway, again. Thank you so much to everyone who has subbed to me since the very beginning, and honestly anyone who has subbed after that. You guys are awesome. What do I have planned for what's the next video I have planned? I have one talking about something David Jaffe said in the interview. By the way, watch that interview. It's really cool. In my opinion, it's one of the best God of War interviews because I, as a God of War fan, asked him important lore questions, and I didn't think he was going to answer them, but he really did. And he talks about the script for the movie, the soul of Ares trapped in Olympus. It's really cool. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be talking about something he said in that. I don't know when I'll upload the video. Maybe next week, next Saturday, maybe. I do have an interview. Someone's going to interview me, God of War podcast. Yeah, on their channel today. And I don't know when he'll upload the video, though. So I'll let you know when he uploads the video. He's going to have a special guest from Santa Monica Studios. And I'm not going to say who he is. I know who it is already. But anyway, I'll post a video on Twitter or a community post after I do the interview. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for the 80,000 subs. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who super chatted today. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, remember, go forth in the name of Ragnarok. Here comes the awkward part.